Foden up front.
But I think Southgate has some more balls in the belt to put there. Right, so
So we began the day with 14 teams. Now we're down to just 13. Who will survive at the end of this game today? The Three Lions or the Lions of Teranga? All of this and more in this Now Streaming Qatar. So, big news coming out of the English camp. But before we get to that in particular, the French, they're through to the last 8 of the tournament, and they await the winner of this encounter coming up in just under 45 minutes or so. Kylian Mbappe, 9 World Cup goals at just 23. Miroslav Klose's goal of 16? Well, could that be broken by 2026? Only time will tell. But he has one more than the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar, and many others. But now the attention swiftly turns to a team that has made progress over the last few years. A team that has been to a World Cup semi-final, finished 3rd in the Nations League, 2nd at the European Championships, and hoping to go over the line right now. And that is Team England. To go into this and other factors, let me introduce you to the panel that we have. To my immediate right, as you can see, Joel is still with us for this big encounter, and we have Romario Stevens with us. Gentlemen and lady, how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Romario,
Good after that game.
muito obrigado por te vender.
Muito obrigado. Obrigado e graças a Deus que eu se ando em brasileira.
How are things? How are you enjoying the World Cup as a Brazilian?
It's fine. The shocking news with the first game against Serbia with Neymar incident. I was saying that one of these is going to be one of the big mistake TT have made. But, thank God he's progressing through, and he's on the way with the training in Qatar at the moment. And we look to see him outsparks against the South Koreans tomorrow evening.
Yeah, you know what we ask all of our guests who come on is their first World Cup memory. What was your first memory watching the World Cup?
My first World Cup memory watching the World Cup, it's a bittersweet.
Yeah.
In 2006, when we have as we call in Brazil, as the Golario, which is the glory of the R's, Ronaldinho, Kaká, and Ronaldo, and to see that bitter loss against the French, right? And that is one of my bittersweets. But other than that, it has been a rocky stone for us as a Brazilian, and we continue to replicate and reminisce in the past, and hope this can be one of our trumps again to be back at the top stage with 6th title. And also, yes, we can give this to the legendary himself, Pele, who is hospitalized, and the report coming this morning that he has been improving, and stuff, and he sent a general message worldwide to thank the players and stuff. So I think this is a big motivational factor for the Brazilian going forward tomorrow, and to get their nose in front and to strive again for the World Cup.
And Romario, your thoughts about this current Brazilian squad? How does it compare to 2002? Do you see, some memories, some flashes that we saw when the last time Brazil won the trophy?
Yes, and it is a similarity because in 2002 we have the likes of Ricardo Kaká, who's on bench, right? At times the introduction of Ronaldinho as well, coming great from Grêmio before he have the sparks at Paris Saint-Germain at the time in Europe. And it is the same trickle down in terms of all the players, when they were playing into their respective leagues, they were, above the rest. And with this amalgamation of these players that TT have under his cap, he should be humble, and he should replicate what it is in 2002. We understand that tactics of the football game had rapidly changed over that 20 odd years, as opposed to 2 decades, right? So he can do the same thing. I see the similarities, and with the likes of Vinicius, Richarlison, and the likes of Rafinha, who's doing respectively well at their individual clubs. And hats off to Vinicius Jr. I'm yet to see more sparks of him. I want to see that kind of in Real Madrid and shirts that he gave much more for Brazil. And I think the young men, they will spark tomorrow. So as I said, that we put God in front and hope the Brasileiro can rise again.
Certainly indeed. And the big game coming up at 2 o'clock, England-Senegal. How do you rate England's chances in the tournament as a whole?
I've been watching England from in the Euro, and they have a wonderful squad, but there has been misinterpretation with Gareth Southgate and his formidable picking of the squad. And coming forward, I think England have the best chance if they didn't have it at the World Cup, but they have it now. And they have a good crop of players. And one thing Southgate need to get is that the right men selection, and all he can do is just to top up these guys and said, lads, listen, we are here to give our best, and we can go all out. So the sky is the limit, and I think England, they are much more favorable than the last couple of World Cup.
Yeah, just to give the viewers an opportunity to know, the starting 11 is out for both teams. Just to start on the English side of things, Jordan Pickford, he starts between the sticks. Kyle Walker at right back, Luke Shaw at left back, Harry Maguire and John Stones at central defence. The midfield of Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham and Jordan Henderson is there, and the front three of Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden and Harry Kane. So no place there for Marcus Rashford. And Joel, no place for that number 10 of England, the Jamaican-born.
And then we did get that report out a little bit earlier. So whatever is happening, wish him and his family all the best at this point in time. Hope it's nothing too serious. But we were talking a little bit earlier about those three in particular, Saka, Rashford, and
Kane,
and Sterling, and
Sterling,
how interchangeable they are. Where I don't think you take one out and it's that detrimental. I mean, now we're seeing that Sterling isn't really an option for this game. Hopefully, you qualify, you go through, and then he can come back. Hopefully it's not too serious of a family issue. But it also goes to show the depth of being able to rotate who is going up front for you. It's going to be a very interesting scenario. I did say with Rashford and Sterling, if you put them on at the 60 to 70 minutes, that they really can run at that defense, and that's something that you really want as well, that speed to go back at that defense when we have some tired legs. You can't ever discount that.
Yes, and with the pedigree of the English team, I think that it will be unstoppable for the Senegalese, right? And even though given to the factor that they have been done tremendously well, right, in the African Cup of Nations, congratulate them on that victory. And it's a huge loss with Sadio Mane. He's not in the squad. But I guess coming up at this stage with the English, the Three Lions, they know what it is to be in the round of 16. They know what's to progress, right? This is probably a discovery for Senegal. And I think with the much pedigree that Gareth Southgate have in his belt, it will top their 2. I'm predicting a 2 goals to 0.
2 goals? And then one of the other things, like we did talk about the fact that Mane is not there, but Senegal is really regrouping, coming together, and still showing why you can't just count out a team because one of their players is out. One of the other things I wanted to mention with England is we had mentioned Henderson, whether Henderson would have been in there or not. And we had talked about having that stability in midfield, which I think would have been very important, as opposed to what I had called it earlier was recovery. So if you get beaten, your recovery time to actually go and help out defense. And who he has paired in midfield, we know Henderson is pretty solid once he's there, but with everybody else that's on the field, they do have that recovery aspect as well. So if they do end up losing the ball, they do have that recovery. Again, Harry Maguire and John Stones need to be a very solid pairing in the back. We've seen, that Senegal game against Ecuador, we're going to keep talking about it. That 31 seconds between an equalizer and then Senegal taking the lead again.
Yes, and quite easily for Harry Maguire, the quite experienced players. Been watching him in the English Premier League, and coming into this World Cup game, I think the focus need to be that they need to stand their grounds,
Yeah.
and they did not to underestimate the Senegalese. And in the last latter of game, 10 to 15 minutes of the game, you find out that the English backline has been losing focus, and that is where you wanted to recuperate your players. You wanted to remind them that this is the last 15 minutes, and we have seen already in the World Cup that in the last 15 minutes, that's how the most goals have scored in
Yeah.
this World Cup.
Yeah, certainly one to look out for. And just a reminder as well, folks, not only Sadio Mane, but also Idrissa Ganagay is out for the Senegalese. He picked up 2 yellow cards in the group stages, which means he's suspended for this clash against England. So there's been an adjustment to Senegal and how they operate as well. They're going to go with that 4-2-3-1 system. They went with that 4-3-3 in a sense in the group stages, and now with that 4-2-3-1 with Cisse Mendy just in front of the back four, Ende, Sarr, Diatta and Dia up top for the Senegalese outfit. So that's the team from the Senegalese angle of things. Romario, what's the mood like in Brazil? Is there confidence about Brasileiro and this tournament in particular?
I've been watching global sports, and they also it was a huge talk show in Sports TV, which we have Galvo Bueno. He's one of our best commentator winning the World Cups from in the 80s coming out, and they were saying that the talk in the street of Brazil is that they have seen a well-depth squad in a while from this Brazil team, the Seleção do Brasileiro, that's what they call it in Brazil. And they're saying that they're wondering if it can be sparks like in 2002 to say that Brazil have this depth team. They don't see nothing than winning the title. At the moment, there are some persons in the country who still believe that Brazil can win the World Cup, but as you know, that there is so much going on in the country, and I guess that everybody's focus is now on the World Cup, to the election that Lula da Silva has taken over the country, and everything is progressing well. And with this squad, the Brazilians do have confidence that we're winning this World Cup, and I will say that do have confidence than ever than the last World Cup in 2018 because of the depth squad.
Yeah. And what about the coach, Tite? Is there good, positive things being said around him? Do people want him to leave based on the last World Cup? What are your thoughts about the coach?
Tite has been in a mysterious seat from at Corinthians, right? Watching Tite, he is a more of a reserve coach. He believed in his players, and they have more likes in Brazil over the media in Brazil more than the ones that will say that okay, Tite is not going to do nothing with this squad and stuff. So I think it is positive going forward. The president of Brazil, they're behind him. The country is behind Tite, and to look at the mysterious side that this will be his last World Cup, and Brazil is now looking for a formidable coach. I see the other day against Pep Guardiola. It's no more because Pep has signed an extended contract with Manchester City. So I think with this Brazilian president, they should look within Brazil rather than going externally, right? Because looking at the World Cup stage, that all the Brazilians that won the World Cup, they has been coached or played in Brazil. So I think that it is a lot more to look forward to after this World Cup, when Tite said, all right then, if I win the World Cup and bring Brazil to the 6-star general, as they said, and if I should go, what will be the next step for the Brazilian squad? First of all, they need to get a formidable coach. And then if not, what I will do, I will sit down and talk to Tite and listen to say, all right, then you can probably give an next 3-year contract extending and give us time, to find someone to put in your spot. But to leave the World Cup on the trump, to say if they win the World Cup, it will be of an emotional one, and also I think the Brazilian population and the football fanatics will progress for Tite to extend his contract for an next 4 more years.
And Romario, I was talking to the panel about this earlier as well, and previous days as well. The next World Cup is going to be 48 teams. I'd love to get your feedback around that and some other potential changes that are ahead as well. The view in Brazil of expanding the World Cup, your personal opinion as well.
It's well and greatly for the CONCACAF, like Jamaica. They will have a chance now to see if they can go back to the World Cup, right? So I think to expand to 48 teams, it is very good, and to show that FIFA is trying to do their best. And this is one thing I can see, that the best is yet for Gianni Infantino. And as he said into a speech the other day, we build up to the World Cup, that he would like to go to North Korea, for to get the World Cup, because he wants everyone to come together in the world. So you can see that football is much more than the game. It's much more than 22 players. It's much more than the roars of the fans in the stadium. It's more of a collective and let the world comes together. So it's much more than a sports. But the 48 teams that I see FIFA will come into the 2026 World Cup, which will be tri-nation between United States, Canada, and Mexico. I think that's a good one. It's a good expansion, and also to give better yet, more views to the wider world, to say that, all right then, we're being involved. FIFA has done something incredible, and also for the CONCACAF, they can have one or two extra slots to go in. So maybe this can be a blessing in disguise for the JFF and the Jamaican football.
If I get it right.
Yeah.
Yep, that will be the interesting one. Folks, just to let you know as well, if you have any questions or comments for the panel, do let us know your thoughts, just to take a couple of them. Bollocker is very happy that the French team got over the line. Ray Stewart is saying Mbappe is the king, and Ray says it's difficult for him to call a winner in this game coming up at 2 o'clock, so we'll see. Kerry Gale says the ball is round, so you can't sure what will happen. Is who more hungry right now? Romario, how are you feeling about the surprises, the shocks that we're seeing? Cameroon on Friday, South Korea, Saudi Arabia, Japan getting these results?
All right, so I have been watching South Korea, particularly into the last World Cup, when they knocked out Germany out of the 2018 FIFA World Cup. And I was saying that to my colleague, to say that if this team continue for the next 4 years, right, and they get some of these South Korean players into some well-developed league in Europe, like the League O, the La Liga, and the English Premier League, and Spain as well, respectively, they can top the notch, and they can do something that the world is not expected of South Korea. And unfortunately, Brazil will have them tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'm going into this game as optimistic, and to say that the Brazilian cannot drop any guard at all against this South Korean team, because they will lay back and they will continue to take the pressure. But once that third attacking and that attacking on you, counter attack, they will get under your skin. And I don't want to see this tragic moment for the Brazilian tomorrow, because it will be a mouth-watering action, and even a pandemonium feeling there, and also a failure if Brazil should get for the South Korean. But South Korea, they have been doing tremendously well, and absolutely I'm seeing them. Tomorrow is a stopping point for them because of a Brazilian fan, but I see them progressing, and also for Japan as well. The Asian countries, they are doing tremendously well into this World Cup, and their preparation was in 2018, and as I said, I'm seeing progressive for them. But tomorrow is, unfortunately, we're stopping against Brazil, and I think Brazil will go ahead and give their all. But Mountain, they are doing very well.
For you personally, you inside, is it confidence? Is it a few nerves for you personally?
It is confident.
Yeah.
It is confident because build up on the game. We have played South Korea, and that game has ended 2-1, right, in Seoul. So going on, I think TT have all the credibilities, he have all the ammunition to go back on the drawing board and say, all right then guys, we are going to do this and do a little replication of this, but better yet, we need to attack. And this is what the thing for Brazilian squad, I'm seeing that they need to get more goals, right? They have the prowess of attackers. They need to get it right. And coming for tomorrow, I will see what they can do, but I am confident that Brazil will go away and walk ahead into the quarterfinal.
All right, folks, in case you're just joining us, France, they're through to the last 8 of the competition. So the tournament is now down to 13 teams in particular. And when you look at it per confederation, 2 from the continent of Africa, 2 from, of course, as well, the South American region as well, and also 7 from UEFA. So if you look at, the breakdown of teams, a couple from Asia, a couple as well from the continent of South America, and of course Europe as well. AFC 2, Africa 2, CONMEBOL 2, and 7 from UEFA. So at the end of today, there could be 1 left from Africa or 6 left from UEFA. All of this still to be decided quite true. As we head into this encounter in particular, a couple of landmarks to make special note about Jude Bellingham. He's set to be the second teenager to start in a FIFA World Cup knockout game for England after Michael Owen did, which was back in 1998. So a grand occasion for him. And as you are aware, the magnificent things that Pele did, he's now the youngest player to reach 5 knockout stage goals at a World Cup since the legend himself, Pele, which was back in 1958. So certainly making a mark for himself so far. 5 goals in 4 games at the 2022, already surpassing his tally from the 2018 tournament, which was 4 in 7 games. So the growth is there from him. Romario, Mbappe, is he the next one that will be at the top soon? Or if he's already there already?
Well, I guess he rubbed his shoulder with some of the best, right? Lionel Messi, Neymar. As a youngster, those players you dream of, right, to play with. And I said that the guy have a big heart, wonderful performer, and tantalizing attacking, tantalizing goal for Paris Saint-Germain and also for France. And I think the sky is the limit. Kylian Mbappe, I would say that his introduction to the world in the last World Cup, he has pulled on big giants at the likes of Argentina. Go ahead, Croatian won the final right in 2018. This gave him a huge spread. It gave him a huge heart as well. And I think that Mbappe, the only thing to stop Kylian Mbappe is himself.
Joel, let's talk a little bit about this team now. Thanks for bringing back the scarf. Really appreciate it. It's a nice one. Yeah. It's
Good
on the other
quality,
side.
huh?
There it is. Absolutely, yeah. Nice quality indeed. Marcus Rashford is on the bench, unfortunately. But your thoughts about it? You see him as a impact, half an hour, 35 minutes.
I think one of what it could be as a strategy, is, as we talked about, that counteractive football play at about 70 minutes when everybody's all tired. And even with the extra time that we've seen here, it's not really 70 minutes and 20 minutes on the field. It's 70 minutes and probably another 30 minutes on the field, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting. We, based on the lineup, and we see Henderson, I think he's on the right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel they're going to interswitch that quite a bit. It's going to be a very lively matchup. Lions, and 3 lions and the lions?
Yeah.
All lions, just lions.
Lions of Taranga.
Yeah, so at the end
And
of the
their
day, you
hearts.
see which one of these lions prevail.
Which one has the biggest heart?
Good one.
It's going to be interesting. They're definitely going to miss Sterling. Unfortunately, we're not going to see Sterling pass Tapa's record just yet. But he has some time.
Has some time indeed.
Again, I've always said it with England, if they click, it's going to be a force to be reckoned with. If they get their tactics right and it clicks, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. Senegal is going to come out there and they're going to put their heart on the field. We know how it goes. They're out there having fun at this point in time.
But look at the matchup in the group stage against with the English, right? They played against the likes of their cousin, which is the United States. And to see that performance against the likes of Pulisic from the United States, he knows the English. He plays in England for Chelsea. And I see that the sparks link with the English Premier League, the English team, right, and Southgate, right? He have a closely in-depth squad as well. And as you said, that if the English do what is right, they will be a force to reckon with. And I am seeing the English going all the way to the semi-finals if they continue to do.
Bringing up those group games, right? So we see them play Iran and we see them getting some open play goals, which we just don't normally see with England anymore. England makes me eat my words every time I come onto the stream. Because we see that and you have some hope against USA that it's going to be exciting to get to USA and you're just, okay, we're back to England that we know it to be. And then they go against Wales and yes, there's a history there, but then they're again in open play and you're just like, where are we going to go? I'm not going to say they're going to be back to cagey.
Right.
They've shown a little bit of diversity in how they're playing. I can't say that, USA has counteracted their plan.
Plans,
I don't think so. I just think those teams were they weren't really out there for the win as much as we've seen England go out for the win against like Iran and against Wales. And I'm hoping we're seeing that kind of a spark in the England team today. Because you're going to need that to get Senegal, because Senegal is coming out guns blazing. They're not going to care who you are. They know, they're playing. to an extent, they're also playing for Sane.
Yeah,
Sane's out, and you know, you
But
have
we
that
should,
heart.
but we should ask ourselves that the homework that the Senegalese has been doing and with the coaching staff to look again the United States against England and also against Wales, right, and Iran.
Yeah.
Is it that there are some, we'll say that there are some moments, right, which is a weak spot in the in the English team that the Senegalese can take as their
Yeah.
advantage. I
Yeah.
know that they are strong, they are fast, you know, they are dedicated, right, and they will run the clock until the 90 minutes. That I say that is basically is a strategy for Southgate to keep Rashford on the bench and inject him in the 75 minutes going on to run on those
Right.
tired legs of the Senegalese and try to snap that beauty and make it be sparks again in Doha.
Yeah.
And I think that's a strategy, and I wish them well. They are both lions in the desert, and they will find for championship reign. So who can be progressing now to the quarterfinal? Is it be the Lions of the Africans or the English Three Stripe?
Yep, that is right. And this venue in particular is no stranger at all towards England, because the Al Bayt Stadium in Al Khor is the same venue where they took on the United States in the group stages. So this is the second game that they're playing in this venue. They know what it's like, the training room, the facilities. So it's something that is nothing new to them at all. And as Romario said, basically the Lions of Teranga versus the Three Lions. Which one of these lions will come out? And as Joe said, which one has more of the heart in this particular encounter? Just to recap what we've seen so far within the round of 16 of the competition. The Netherlands, they got the better of the Americans by 3-1. Memphis Depay, Daley Blind, Dumfries and Haji Wright, the goal scorers there. Argentina, a 2-1 victory over the Socceroos of Australia. Messi and Alvarez scoring for the Argentine outfit, and Fernandez an own goal. And quite early today, the French, a 3-1 victory over Poland, and we know Giroud got on the score sheet a brace from Kylian Mbappe and Robert Lewandowski with his second World Cup goal.
Yeah, second World Cup goal. That's a way to get out to the World Cup. Just get a goal, last kick of the match. I was a little bit. I'm still waiting for that hat trick. I'm still waiting for that first hat trick of the tournament. I don't. Based on what is going on, and you had mentioned Mbappe before. One of the things I really liked about him, and I still like about him, is he, as much as he has a global name, you don't see him trying to be that global star on his team. So he plays the team game very well. He does have his moments of, you know, his shining moments, but it's not just the Mbappe show.
Yes,
Yeah, he does his
and
team play.
you would have to commend the likes of Didier Deschamps as well, and the squad really believed in him. He believed in the squad, and I think that the French, they know more than ever what they're coming up against. They know they have a plan, they have a aim, and one day if they can make the star blink again twice for them. And Kylian Mbappe, as I said before, and I will say it again, a wonderful guy, right? He is humble at times, right? When it's a total different Kylian Mbappe from Paris Saint-Germain and into the French locker room. It's a sign of unity, it's a sign of comfortable, it's a sign of that he wants more, he's hungry, and to see that wonderful performance 2 hours ago against the
Polish team,
the Polish, it is outright to say that they are a force to reckon with, and they are the high watcher of this tournament.
For sure. You know, they're breaking that champions curse right now. One of the things Simon and I discuss a lot with Simon and anybody is I'm all for team play and team goals. And we all know a lot of these teams are going to have like their shining stars, but you don't want it to be, forgive me, but Brazil circa 2014, they fielded a team around Neymar. Neymar was out and we saw them completely dismantled. So it's nice to not have teams fielded around players, but that they can still have shining moments. You know, like I feel once a player decides that they're bigger than their country team and they're going to showboat, albeit you can't showboat at One Love because One Love is an easy draw. You showboat, I mean, if you get 3-4 goals in, showboat a little bit, that's fine, we can forgive it. But again, it's not a one-man show, and I like when teams don't exhibit that one-man show.
But coming on to the excellent form of this French squad, right? I'm yet to see them to get someone who will give them, to make them a little bit uncomfortable in their chairs and to see what that can bring, right? And if that can bring an outshine and a roar in Kylian Mbappe, likes of Griezmann and Ousmane Dembele, right? I'm yet to see that, and I think trickling down into the tournament, into the quarterfinal, right? Based on the game that's going to be today, right? They will meet the French. I'm predicting a French and an English quarterfinal, and a bit more would have been a bit uncomfortable for the French, knowing that they know England, and England has the superpower in their squad as well to create damage on any given day. So I want to see this build up. I want to see this matchup for the French and also for the English to see that what brightening sparks can be done into that game.
Yeah, definitely, something to look forward to if England are able to get over the line today. Joe was making mention about the champions curse being broken. Only 2 teams in World Cup history have ever won the World Cup back-to-back, and that was Italy, 1934 and 38. And as Romario would remind you, Brazil, 58 and 62. Those are the only 2 teams that have won the World Cup back-to-back.
The Italians, the Azzurri, and the Brasileiro.
Absolutely, yeah.
Even that French lineup, I mean, as much as the French fielded at God knows what kind of team for that last group game against Tunisia, I mean, to sub on Mbappe and all of them, and they're still not breaking through. I'm a little bit. I mean, if you're going to go up against them, right? Look back at that game and see what Tunisia did to lock their shop, because that's a big thing. If again, we're not trying to say that Mbappe coming on a field means he has to score, but to have at least 30 minutes and you still can't get another goal against Tunisia, who has clearly managed that game very well. It's also showing, because we've seen in this World Cup where teams you're not expecting to be able to manage a game out to the end are managing their games very well, which is another thing for bringing it internationally. So it's no longer just the European and South American show. Everything is being a more level playing field, which is very nice to see.
Yes, and it is the similarities between Tite and Deschamps into their last group game that overall Brazil has put in a whole different starting 11, the likes of Edison, right, the likes of the Militao, even though he played in the second game against a victory against Switzerland, right, and with the likes of Rodrigo, right, and Gabriel Jesus and Gabriel Martinelli, right. So sad to say that Gabriel Jesus is out based on a knee injury. He's out of the World Cup. Time to recuperate and to look forward to a more enticing league, right, for Arsenal going on. And this, you can say that it is something that the coach, I'm not saying taking for granted, but they should not take this for granted going on into the World Cup, right? And for the French, they have lost 1-0 against Tunisia, and we have seen that replicate again with Cameroon, beating Brazil by 1-0. A wonderful header by Aboubakar. It's wonderful, and I think despite he have been sent off because of the shirts taken off and stuff, but to see that these African teams that are coming into the World Cup, they are no sign to play around in the park, and they mean business as well as the other team. And so going forward today against England, against Senegal, I think that every chance that the English get, they should take.
The African teams, the Asian teams have been making their spark as well. So, I mean, Saudi Arabia, Japan has been making its mark. Japan has been upsetting quite a few of the people.
Yes, but this has been showing
but we've been seeing it progressing to this.
This has been showing over the years. I think about 15 years ago that football is not at one-man door, as what Jamaican will say, right? And everybody is evolving, right? And you can see that the mix of things, the style of play, the tactics, right? The tiki-taka, it's no more formidable anymore because everyone has studied. There's a new science. So every team tried to develop their own style of play, rather than having a general style of play that someone would say boring. But I can commend that the Spaniards, they have been doing wonderfully well, and I think with the likes of Gavi, the young Barcelona sensation, and with the likes of Busquets and Jordi Alba, who is the two senior men in the squad.
Pedri.
And yes,
Pedri.
yeah, they have been doing wonderfully well, and I think for the Spaniards, yes, despite they have been lost, they have lost to Japan, right, which is the Asian team. They have been doing well, but I think Spain is also a game changer, and they are the one to have an eye on to as well.
It reminded me of a 2010 Spain team, just a little bit, just like peeking through.
Yeah, yes, it is a similar little bit tiki too, but it is the in Spain 2010 that was a grand vizier of the zenith of Spaniards. Yes, but you have the likes of PK, yes, in the back, Sergio Ramos, but you have the formidable middle with the likes of Xavi, the likes of Iniesta. Twinkling spine, as what they're saying. Joga Bonito, as what Brazilian is saying, that they have been dominated. David Villa as well. They have been dominated the Spanish league, the UEFA Champions League at time coming with Spain. So I am seeing now a brightening sparks and also a glance of what's to become in the next 5 years for the Spaniards.
Mm-hmm. Certainly, we'll see what this new generation of the Spanish will have to offer when, they take the field against Morocco later on Tuesday. But coming up in the next quarter of an hour from now, it's England against Senegal. And, Joel was making mention earlier as well. We haven't seen a hat-trick at this World Cup. That is something that we're yet to see. And the last time that we didn't see a hat-trick at the World Cup, 2006, which was in Germany. The last man to score a hat-trick at the World Cup, Harry Kane. Harry Kane himself in that 6-1 triumph over the Panamanians. There was actually only 2 hat-tricks at the last World Cup. Cristiano Ronaldo for the Portuguese against Spain, and on the English side, Harry Kane for England against Panama. So we'll see. There's only been 52 hat-tricks in the history of the World Cup. We'll see if we'll be able to see one today or later tomorrow, Tuesday, and certainly others to discuss as well. But folks, just before we make a transition into our discussion, into our watch-along sort of settings, high expectations for the English?
You see, I don't want to say high expectations, but there are
Understood.
expectations.
Okay.
Right, because I can't. Senegal is coming out there. I always talk about it. The heart. I can't discount what that is.
Yeah.
At this point in time, based on the performances that England had in the group stages,
Mm-hmm.
it's up there. I mean, Senegal is coming off of 2 back-to-back wins.
Correct.
England is draw and a win.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they have a little bit more backing with that.
Yeah.
That emphatic second win, 31 seconds for that goal.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that was really quick. England, as I said, if they gel properly, it's a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
If they gel, if it clicks, yes.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't want to say high expectations because
Right.
we've seen where we have the team and they don't meet what you think it should be.
Mm-hmm.
But then is that just the team or is that tactics? Is that the game tactics? And we're just trying to, I'll never know what's in the changing room. I'll never know what's in that dressing room. But
Yeah.
we know what we want to see on the field.
Yes, if I was there, like for the lads, what I would say, my thoughts in the dressing room would be, lads, all right, let us go, let us be focused, let us go ahead. This is the last game of our life. Let us go out, let us punish these Senegalese, right, and let us get it at one, like we know what we do in the Euro and stuff. So I think coming up against the Senegal team, they're a well-running squad. They will run that to you, right? And for the English, I think the English have more than enough pedigree to stick with those pressures and also to have this over back to the Senegalese and I press them and let they go and win this match to get them into the quarterfinal.
All right, a couple of comments coming in as well. Firegirl says England 2-1. We've also had some 1-0 predictions as well from the England side of things and a handful on the Senegalese side of things. Everyone, thank you very much for tuning in to the pre-game discussion. Thank you for Romario and Joel for joining us as well. We'll make our transition towards our watch along at this point in time. So hang out with us for a couple more minutes. Bear with us. On your screen in just a moment, you'll be able to see the fixtures that lie ahead within the round of 16 of the competition. And within a few moments, you'll get to see us and our reactions when the team walks out on the field, kickoff, and every tackle, every pass, hopefully every goal that is scored as well. So stay with us. Plenty more to come. All right, folks, hang in there.
Dalam majelis stream. Silakan bro.
All right, that's it, man. Get in.
Go on. All right, that's ours. Has to be. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm in front.
And who's to say?
Yeah.
Oh, like, he looks very, very, very similar. They look very similar right now.
True.
I mean, a couple years
Didn't they
ago.
say he was sick?
Sorry?
They said he was sick.
Rigobert?
No,
Yeah.
man. See, say, all right, get in.
Go on.
Come
Oh,
on, Henderson,
can you
man.
save it? No. You are saying?
But Foden is the one to look out for as well. I think he's not. He is the one that should come and give out this last lap for the nation. Because you get to see something sparkling from him on the World Cup so far.
He did have a good game for Wales.
Against Wales, yeah.
But you had mentioned Pele is out of hospital because I got some conflicting statements. Yeah.
Pele.
Alright, so he is still at the aftercare, right? But
The palliative care.
yes, so
Mhm.
he's coping on, right? He's able to talk.
Okay, okay. So he's better than where he was a couple. Because I think yesterday they were saying that he wasn't responding to the treatment at all.
After the chemotherapy, right? Chemotherapy
Come on.
that they take in
Don't.
pilot blood
Come on. Yes.
for laziness, right?
Mhm.
So what they want to try to do is analgesic to ease that pain, right?
Keep him comfortable.
Because what will happen if the pain is too severe, it goes into coma.
That's pretty much it. Okay. It's okay. Hold your heart, Sam. Still there. It's only 4 minutes in.
Yeah, only 4 minutes.
Let's go.
Come on, my side. Yeah.
I feel like I should just put your own over here too, just in case you jump up
Thank you.
very, very suddenly.
Very, very
Well, that's
smart.
customary. When England score, everybody throws their rub in the air.
Yeah.
It's customary.
Yeah.
Yeah, but based on this one, right, and where it came from, it might just burn the background.
A small price to pay.
Small price to pay for England goal.
Yeah. Oh, man. Give it back, yeah.
So again,
Yeah, no.
we were talking about Jesus being out. Remember, we had
Bloody
talked about
hell.
like before World Cup, all of the country managers were like my players, right? And now we're in the World Cup, and all the club managers are my players. Now Jesus is out. So
Exactly.
where does that put Arsenal, right? Because we know the run they were on.
The only thing Arsenal, what they should do is to transfer right? I see that one of the two things that they really need is that they need central, to give the rest of the team as well. And also for the line as well. So people like Gabriel Martinelli and Gabriel Jesus, they can have him from this one.
Yeah. Well, we were just making jokes about it. Like, just before the World Cup, everybody's like, my player, my team, what are we going to do? We get into the World Cup, and all the club managers are like, my players, my
Exactly.
team.
My friend that
We're gonna do.
Come on.
Put
Put pressure on that man.
Good pressure.
Well done. Good
Well
pressure,
done.
son.
Release it. Yeah. Release the ball. Release the ball.
Oh, well done.
Go on.
That's a referee, man.
All right. Come on, Jude. Well done, Jude. Well done, Julie.
No talking.
Intelligent.
Long time, man.
Yeah. Tell them again. I wanted Trippier to be here for this reason,
The free kick he has I think. No, we're not ready for this one yet.
Why not? Hold on to your glasses.
Hold on to your cups, folks.
Kyle Walker. Floated in.
Go on. Back
This-
in now.
All right.
Go on.
Headed.
Finish now. Oh.
It was almost there.
That's from the training ground. All right. Hold it.
Oh,
Hurry.
good turn. Fire now. Fire.
No, hurry. Come on, that's ours. Come on, Mr. Ref, man. We're not going to make you ref a Jamaica game.
Referees from South America.
Oh, yeah.
El Salvador. El Salvador.
Wait, no,
Yeah.
no, he's not offside.
No, not at all.
We can't be that.
We almost had it.
BM says, Simon, your team better deliver or I'm going to give you hell. No.
I think Simon will give himself help.
Yeah.
Simon will give himself help.
Go on, pressure now, pressure that now. My
Come
side.
on, Saka. Yes,
Come on,
yes.
You can do it,
Yes,
you
well
can
done,
do
son.
it!
Yes, go,
Go on.
Mr.
Yes,
Ref.
man, them boy are
Mr.
not
Ref.
good, man. Them boy are not good. Pressure them boy, man. They're not good.
Yeah.
Yes, man. Yeah. Pressure, man. You forget pressure, man. Well done.
All right.
Them boy are not good, man. Where is Simon? We're up there, man. We're up there.
I love your confidence, man.
Them not good.
The heart of lions.
Yeah,
No, man. Simon just nervous.
No, this is Simon on any England game.
that's true. Give Harry. Give Harry.
He's hiding.
And you're going to give it back to John? No?
Good pass, son. Find him now.
Ooh.
Well done.
Chip on.
Oh, well done. Oh, ready.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
It's a
Good
referee
win, good win.
advantage.
Go, 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 go,
No one's
go.
in the box.
No.
Oh,
People touched it.
Saka! You know that was coming, lad.
Why Simon have anxiety?
What?
One.
The ball feels soft or something.
The chip, man.
What do you mean? With all the technology, you couldn't tell that?
Play them bossy.
All the technology in the
Yeah,
ball. Like,
exactly.
you know, referee should just get a message on their watch. You okay over
You
there?
see the difference in our skill level.
Yo, what is make out of?
You drink?
What's this for? Like every time? What
We
was
might
the
need another
challenge?
one,
What was the
but-
challenge? What's the
No.
challenge?
What's the change?
Challenge.
Oh, challenge.
The challenge
For every
Oh.
shot on
was
target
for
you
every
get.
shot missed
Off target,
by
yeah.
England, we take a shot. If Harry Maguire scores, we take 2.
Oh, I mean, drinking.
You heard the trick. I
I didn't know that was the agenda. All right, no problem.
Yeah, it's
We
not
don't
bad.
know. Just real
Nothing's
feeling.
wrong with that.
I just need something.
You need something to calm the nerves. A little bit.
No, the nerves, man. The nerves. Simon have nerves, man.
No,
Seven
no, no.
amount.
England didn't take a shot yet. England didn't take a shot yet. Oh, yeah, yeah,
Are we
yeah.
all taking a
When?
shot?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had one already.
Yeah. Mild.
Man said, "My agree, but this thing has the chest has been."
Like, I'm here trying to figure out what you're drinking, Brazil.
Man
Yeah.
said,
I'm here trying to figure out what you drink in Brazil, right?
Right. Saka, this is you, mate.
Yep.
Control, lad.
Alright.
I know you're from Ealing, so I know where you live, lad. Southall. I know where you live. Yeah. Yeah, West London. Control. Alright. Alright, Jordan, lad.
drive.
Control.
Not bad. See the
Ooh.
vision.
Alright.
Alright.
Behind you, in front of you, anywhere. Good Jude, lad.
As long as it's a white shirt.
Yeah, man, we have a game, man. We just need to be clinical. That's it. No worry
Alright.
about nothing.
Alright.
First, I'll finish nil and fine. That's fine. It's okay. I expect it.
According to the bottle, it's soil flavor because you know we're in that
Alright.
season.
Bottle of water.
Control.
That's what this rum is.
I'm tasting a little bit of. Yeah, I was wondering.
Save that
There's
for
like a little
Trinidad.
fruitiness in it.
Yeah, there's some soil in there because this the season.
To be drunk. Oh, la, 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 la.
You just came here for us to get drunk.
Oh, well done. Well done.
Ah,
Hold
get
it.
Cut him,
get
cut him now. Too much.
Alright. That's alright. Luke, you have Jude. Give it to Jude. Alright. Hold it now. Good. I'll give it back to Luke. Alright, fine. That's okay.
It's a referee, man.
Advantage.
Pull it back.
Play. Ref, you have to call it now.
No.
Idiot.
No bad.
Play.
Alright,
Yeah, that's
onside, you're onside.
Alright.
Goal. What you doing, fam?
Come on, Bukayo, better than that.
I feel like we can up the ante to every missed cross.
Yeah, Kane, you have to, nah, man. You can't, yeah.
No, but I mean, I've already said it to Simon so many times. England needs to stop crossing the ball. They never have players in there. Yeah, I mean that's better because you have.
wonderful spectacular curler, right?
I just say it was France.
I mean, we know they can do it, but every time they're crossing the ball,
Alright.
there's almost
Hold
nobody
it.
in the box for you to cross.
It's a referee, man. He's holding on to him.
Come on, Mr. Ref. You're having a laugh, mate. All right. Yes, Jude.
Nothing.
Nothing. Hold it. All right. Release now.
Find
lad.
him well done,
All
son.
right.
Mr. Referee, that's like 4 fouls in like the same minute, you know, fam.
You have to pull that back. Nah, man. Can't.
I'm so confused.
Come on, look, all over him. Come on, man. Watch out, all over him.
Late. minutes.
You guys are sending prayers up for Simon. We're sending prayers up for Simon.
Kick up a player, they may see some bossing on it.
Alright.
We've got to send up some prayers for Simon at this point. We're not even 15 minutes in and he's lost it.
Come on, Jacob. You can't do that.
Man on.
Alright. No antics, Jordan.
Well done.
Alright. Flick on.
Flick on. Get the second ball now.
Boy. Control that.
Good work, Jude.
Go on, love the pressure.
Go on,
It's a
Jude.
referee, man.
Koulibaly not good enough.
Pressure that man.
There you
You
go.
that man. It's a ref. Always,
Thank
yes.
you.
Well done. Them boy, I know. Good, man.
Yes, Jude.
I think I'm going for the English for a second, please.
Early
Not
goal.
with these Senegalese.
Early
Well,
goal
they
would
have
be nice.
numbers.
Alright.
You're off. No, don't touch it. You're off. Him, the boy, not good, bro. Where is that?
He's seen better days in goal. Yeah, 2021, I think he was one of the best in the world.
The man that can't even keep shot.
I don't know what happened this year, 2022.
People shot the boy, I can't.
Alright. Jordan, that's yours.
No,
Jordan, you're from the northeast, lad. You can't make these.
Oh, yeah, rough up your boy, hey, boy.
You can't do that, mate. The lad, you can't do that. You're from the northeast, Sunderland. But that's the way they talk that part of the world. Alright, give Jacob. Give Jacob long time.
Alright.
Alright.
It's a referee, man. Come on,
One
man.
of them.
It has to, you have to bring out a card now, man.
Has to be. Pull out the card. Go on.
I wonder if Luke Shaw will ever give us that goal that he scored for Manchester United where he tried to cross it but it ended up in the back of the
Yeah.
net. He will always say it's a shot.
I actually predicted he would score in the one.
Yeah.
He'd be like from a player that no one expected to score.
Pass the ball. Control now.
Alright.
Pass it.
Find him.
Pass it.
Find him now. One touch. That's
Oh,
it.
that's
Son, get
it.
it now.
Alright.
Okay, first touch, man. Better than that, man.
Better than that, mate.
Alright, get back.
Alright, that's ours.
There's nothing in that.
Run.
Come on, man. Come on, the man running on the outside, you know.
Can't do that.
Don't play around with my ball there.
Yeah.
You don't play around with the ball in your defense.
Listen here, cut it out now.
Have to.
That man on and real harder than
Mm.
real fighting on the top of the box. So every time you keep all the ball up there.
It's a foul, you know? Foul, you know?
Why are you playing around with the ball in the back
Turn
four?
Alright, go.
Come on, man. What's going on with your first touch, man?
Come on, run back. You're faster than Bolt. Everybody know that.
Well done, son. Well done.
This question, which woman should lost this game?
No, we're not
Can we not do
talking
that
about
with
it.
Simon right here?
Yeah. Finish the question, yeah. Finish the question. They want
No,
to
but they
use
did it in the Euros, remember?
Yeah.
Because they missed the penalties. Like, it was terrible.
No, I think if England,
Because
God
remember,
forbid.
even in that 6-2
God in
win,
heavens forbid, if this somehow ends
Don't
up
talk
in a
about
loss.
it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Exactly.
because remember, even in the
I wanna
6-2
talk
win, when
We don't talk about
majority of
impossibilities.
If
the
England
scorers
draws,
were African this time,
if
or
England draw,
as it were black
They
players.
can't draw now.
no,
The
no,
person they had under graphic was Grealish. Like it was a little bit annoying because you
I tell
don't mention the fact
the
that
England media race is not the
Yeah.
England team, not England,
the England team are not.
Media-
The media and
media
the,
is-
I mean,
not the F.
supporters that can be as fickle as they
Up.
come.
There you
Because
go.
I mean, we know what they did with Ozil, and that was still a tragedy.
Yeah, I think Southgate
Pass it,
knows
pass
how
it.
to stick.
Yeah. It's not the team. It's the outside.
I just think that a huge pressure from the media houses and that gives more of a forum.
All right. Go on.
Pressure now.
Yeah, and one of the things that I had said before was like, teenagers playing, yes, if you've been able to get to this level to can play, it's really good, but at the same time also, remember that they are teenagers. Their brain not fully formed yet. So when you go after them, if they miss something, like if Mbappe was to, let's just say Mbappe was to have a penalty to score to win the last World Cup and he misses it, it's a lot of weight on a teenager. Yes, you expect them to be at a certain level, but they're still teenagers. Their brain don't fully form. It's a lot.
That's not going to be
That's not the
understanding of
that's not the understanding because you
Boy,
want
I
them to
can't
do it.
pass, boy.
Somebody
Give me
has to be
channels now.
to blame, and you have to blame somebody.
That's a corner. That's a corner.
Referee.
That's a corner.
Referee.
That's a corner. Hello.
Oh, no. Hey, listen. It's a corner, man. It's a corner. What you on?
So what? I don't know what to go
Man,
on.
yeah,
There you go.
There you go. Damn, big head. I try run down the ball like say. Yeah.
Come on.
Oh God, no. I'm not. I'm ready for Harry Maguire to score, but I'm not yet ready for Harry Maguire to score.
No, it doesn't go squits at this stage. No.
After this.
After quarterfinals, it's
Squits.
quart-
Okay,
yeah,
alright.
yeah.
Let's see where we're at.
See
For
goal
then.
see goal and no second header. Oh.
It's coming. Don't worry, Stones is all right, mate. Man from Central Kingston, as he says he is from.
Playing like he's from bloody Central Kingston.
No, don't diss Jamal's club. Jamal played Major League for them. All right.
This rum tastes like rubbing alcohol. I'm telling you the truth.
That's not the real Robin.
I already get this for the first aid kit or something.
Next time I come on,
I've been drinking it, I'm like,
But over here, been drinking this, right? Like,
this thing is like burning
This is-
through
yeah, breading through. It's like burning through.
It's burning through the bloody cup, bro.
Straight into the liver, straight into the soul.
Come on, Kyle. All right.
Don't play my back for.
Come on. Shoot him out. Well done.
Out
Well
to them
done.
now.
Come on, man.
Push up, guys. Push up. All right.
Calm on.
What
Calm
was
it
that?
down, man.
All right. Out of them life.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my word. Stop it. Stop it.
Shut up and get up, man. I'll walk it up. Yellow. Get the man a yellow, man. The man a chance for someone. Make the man a style you.
I'd have been such a beautiful
ones off.
He just chipped that
You know what I mean? I missed that.
a little more control. If you had even do a flick self. A flick.
Ooh.
A handball.
Where?
It's too
No.
close. It's too close.
No.
Off the body though.
It's too close to him.
Move.
Nobody even saw that. That's too close.
Nah, he's asking for it, but off the body though.
Yeah,
Right?
he's
Yeah.
asking for the penalty.
Corner.
That's not a penalty.
But off the body, that'd be harsh.
Yeah, if it was the first contact
Play.
it came.
Yeah, but it came off his thigh.
What?
No, yeah, I can't check it. Me know I am confident this is not going to be a penalty.
Shut up. Who is that into shut up?
Yeah, I saw it.
Shut up.
Yeah.
But let the referee.
I don't know.
Can't make the money,
No,
man.
check over, because I was about
Yeah,
to be
but
like, that's
check-
off the body first.
Yeah,
Like,
but
that's
check
hard.
over and the balls to them play.
Yeah, watch the ball game and students and all. Ramping my ball game.
Yeah, around putting ball game, you know?
Why? Alright.
Yes, lovely.
Come on, man. After win
Control.
that. Well
Yes,
done.
man.
Good interception. Saka now. Pressure that now. Pressure
Come
that
on,
now.
man. Just put the
Back
pressure
up
on
the
it.
road.
Diagonal. Well done.
Go,
Boy,
Harry.
no good. No.
Go
Boy,
on,
no
Harry.
good enough.
Control, mate.
Ah.
Jesus.
That miss all of you.
Alright.
No, man. We score, man. We can't feel it.
Guys, just so you know, we're not that far into the game.
I'm
We're just
feeling
20,
it, come.
24 minutes
Goal are
in.
coming in. Attack up.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to do some foolishness.
But listen, guys, with no beer at the World Cup, do you think that kind of de-energized?
You know,
No, man.
they
No.
do have
They
it.
just drink
though.
before they come.
No, I
They do
think
have it in the fan village.
They come drunk.
They come drunk.
But like, I heard that it's 1 hour after the wedding in Qatar.
Mhm.
It wasn't
I think 3, 4.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. I mean, it's a 10 o'clock kickoff, so there's time. Probably get
Oh,
3
man,
hours of.
But I mean, what we've liked is that as much as Qatar doesn't like it, they've incorporated it and just said keep it in the fan village.
Yeah.
And for like English fans.
And I mean, they do have their non-alcoholic beers, I
Correct.
assume, that are
Yes.
in here. Because we've seen some cups and I'm like, looks bear looking, but we know it's non-alcoholic.
Correct. Yeah.
You know, and it's funny, English fans, they're not necessarily, they don't have a stadium culture, they have a pub culture. They watch
Yeah.
They do.
Exactly.
We watch
They
it in
a lot
the
of
pub.
games
I
in
think
the
that's
pubs.
European.
Who has a bear culture
There's
in their
massive
stadium
TV, yeah.
is US.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
anywhere in USA and you just get bears. They pour it into the cups, you get bears. And I'm like,
And they make clothes and hats and everything to incorporate the bears because they do my hats.
Budweiser, Bud Light.
Yeah, we're not
Oh,
doing
light fish.
we're not
All
doing
of
all that. We're not doing all that. We just watch it in the pub. And when they score, we just throw it in and buy another one.
Yeah, Romari
It's
in
a beer
Brazil, they
show.
drink in the stadiums. Yeah. 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 Okay.
I mean, do they allow the bottles in your stadium? I mean, like, you know,
like tin.
the thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I mean, we know that we've had to get away from bottles in the stadium.
Yeah.
Unruly people.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
I think traveling to Europe to watch this football game, it's a different atmosphere. You get more of a passion, you
Yeah.
get much more everything that we've not seen in Europe. The likes of Boca Juniors,
Let me see those.
and you really see going to Brazilian, right? You have likes of Maracanã. And I guarantee that before the match ends, you have someone injured, like 5 or 10 or 15 hospitals. But they're gonna fight.
Yeah.
That's how it is. You understand?
Yeah, I get it.
But they say like South Americans, they are football hooligans.
Oh, yeah, man.
Not
Yeah.
really to the Brazilian, but like Argentine, Colombian, Ecuadorian.
Damn, yeah, man. Crazy, man.
Someone.
Yeah.
They don't know what is being proposed for 2026 yet, do
Let's
they?
get
No,
into
they don't.
these games, man.
I don't know if we should shake it up yet.
No.
We can wait until halftime and shake
Yeah,
it
yeah,
up.
yeah. Not yet.
20
Format for the
format for 2026. We're going to shake it up a little bit in halftime. Just make sure that you've had enough today for that shake up, right? Because you're going to need it.
Shaking up what
I sent it in the WhatsApp group.
The new format for
The thing that I wanted
2026.
to post for? Yeah.
Oh, that. Oh,
Yeah, they say you would look at later, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me put it in.
Alright, come on. Lift up your game a little
Oh,
bit.
good man, good man. Just I try, you know,
Yeah, no
tire
problem.
out. Man, them.
Trying to figure it out if they're trying to tell Senegalese or they're trying to tell themselves.
No, man, just watch the ball game now and stop pessimism. They're good, man. You watch the ball game. England will win. You just know how them play. They start slow and then start pedantic and laboured and then have to pass through.
We have to give Simon about 3 heart attack first and then them can score.
They have to pass 300 times amongst the centre back. You know it go already.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, we know it go.
Yeah.
If we weren't able to do that now, you can start panic.
That's true. That's true. That would be a concern.
I don't say man them really take 100 shots, them take 2 shots a game and 1 score. You
Yeah.
say that, they don't take
Yeah.
100 shots.
That's true.
We control the ball game, we control the pace, not much threat. The threats are coming from just silly mistakes that we can easily, just nerves, just fix that. It's fine. We're not being outplayed, we're not being out possessioned. We're good.
I think so.
Alright, so you stop your anxiety.
Okay.
Anxiety, like, anxiety fuck. Anxiety fuck. Regular side this my side. Regular. Right, we're going to end half, nil all, it's going to happen.
We're going to bring on Rashford.
And then we're going to make some changes. We might even score before we make a change.
Perhaps.
What's your man?
What
Hey,
on
boy,
the world?
Yo, nobody with that thing up, man. Nobody with that thing up.
Get up.
Oh, Tiago. I'm trying to implicate, man.
There's robbery in Senegal.
That's what happened?
Yeah, so breaking news by Handball. It's
What,
nationwide.
which hosting we got going in England?
Armed thugs have broken into London House of England football star Raheem Sterling and carried out a major robbery. UK law enforcement sources have said a host of valuables, including jewels, were reported taken from the house.
Yeah, his family members were in the house at the time.
Perhaps.
I don't know. I'm stay some man.
Yeah, so okay, it said before the game he was going to go away and deal with that matter, and then we'll have to take it from there, really. Okay.
Alright, go and do your thing, Meister.
Yeah, man. Do your thing. Do what you have to do.
I mean, at the same time, like, you're representing your nation and this is what you do. Just come rob. Go rob your house.
Disgusting, man. Them man stay some-
Disgusting. Not should
They would never go rub Henderson house. You understand? They would never go rub their money house or Southgate house. They not rub their money house.
They did it to Di Maria when he was at United.
They only like the money.
Scored 4 goals in 30 games.
I mean, that's just unfortunate that, you know, you're out here representing your country and man,
just
them
go
just say, yo,
rub-
opportunity knocks.
Man, them just come rub the man house. I would demand family in the house. Man, man, if dead, you know.
Opportunity knocks. Let's go get some money and go sell some jewelry. But on the bright side of that, granted, nothing has happened to his family members.
Which is great.
I'm really
Interesting.
hoping, you know, like, I was a little bit worried that maybe something had happened to a family member. As bad news goes, it could be good.
So the hands, Mr. Ref, easy hand, bro. Go on. Not none of that. Big save, my son. Big save, my
In the
keeper.
right hand.
You can't pass that man here.
In the goalkeeper's right hands.
Saka.
It's a referee, man.
Yeah, cost them
Sure,
off. No,
no,
cost them
sure
off.
say the
though.
man using hand right there, so you know.
Saka.
Sure, I'm using hand right there, so.
Poor Saka.
Ramsdale is on the bench.
Yeah.
Good save.
Who?
Big right
Ramsdale.
hand.
Oh, yeah.
Big right hand, my keeper. Left hand, big left hand.
Yeah, but anytime you had follow up right behind and he didn't stop you. Then you had follow up. That was shooting in there.
But it's not in the net, mate. It's not.
Clean sheets today.
Oh man, it's all good, man. We're good, man. We're good. Calm your nerves, man. It's just first 30-minute nerves, man. Calm.
You good over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
You realize them man don't play centre back. You have a calm side. Hey,
Yeah.
calm. Be a 6. Calm side.
Back to basics.
Yeah, man. We love the player. We just need one chance. We just need a chance. Just need a chance. All right, well done. Fine.
Some movement, little movement.
Fine. No.
Somebody move. Yeah. All right, pass it now. Pass it now.
Well done. Oh.
Jude.
That's it.
Go on.
Oh.
Not bad pass. Oh, not a bad pass that came. Not a bad pass. Good effort. But should have taken it and scored long time still. Just saying.
Don't worry, we'll save it.
We're 2-0 already still. Nothing. Not. Oh, come on. You haven't. Do already. Come on, them are really buds.
On the river. On the bank.
Lionheart.
What they kill a lion in the safari.
Decided go home still. Really buds. Go home still.
But there was a argument, I would say, of a controversy on the city, which is what they in France. Africa has won the World Cup in experience in the sense. We've gone in Africa, some other countries in Africa, no plans for citizenship, always wondered. So they were saying that the lack of opportunity for it to get in the African continent, if these players should come back, it probably would be a dynamic World Cup and competitive for the championship. But you can see Samuel Hetty is now the big Boston because
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
understand. I get what you mean. You could say at the same time as well, like Pogba with Guinea, would he have been developed to that standard in Guinea with the facilities available? Tolisso in Algeria.
Samuel Eto'o
Samuel Eto'o
as well.
as well,
Because
who
when
went to
he
Spain.
left from Cameroon, he
Yeah.
went to
Eto'o,
he went
Yeah.
to PSV Eindhoven in
Yeah.
the Netherlands.
Yeah,
Before he left to Spain.
that's correct.
He
Yeah,
played for Real Madrid what, like a season and a half.
correct. Yeah,
Before he went to Granada, Getafe.
yeah.
But you can't make them boy a pass it so easy, man.
Turn.
I mean, as well, if we're talking about like, you know, I'll call it brain drain of football from different countries. President of O'Hare can tell you brain drain of Jamaican football
Yeah.
and who could have represented Jamaica. I mean, it's just an unfortunate situation where, you know, people get to choose and just their choices.
Yeah, I don't like how the man's just manhandling the man over there, so like say.
Exactly.
Well, I guess for that, I think it's similar to Brazil and Portugal as well.
Yeah.
Brazil, you can't be president in like that. Come on, I'm going to Portugal.
Because I mean, it is at the same time like there are the people. So like Sterling, if we want to talk about Sterling, unfortunately he's not here, but he would have had the option to come play for Jamaica.
But I'm telling you
And then
that
if you are at a standard where you're making a national team for England and you're going to get those kind of opportunities, because I mean you're playing the Euros and
Yeah.
everything, you're generally qualifying for World Cup. Like,
Yeah.
do you give that up to come back and play for Jamaica? I
Man,
would
them
want
want
you
like
to
that,
come
man.
back and help foster and develop the country, but I don't think I would give up an opportunity to play. But I would want to develop and create that continuity for Jamaica. Like, okay, and now I know what it takes. Let's come and have a discussion and set up a situation where we can develop the system in Jamaica to be very competitive.
Yeah, but for what then put together, so I have much more in Europe, in England, across the for Jamaica. What is Jamaica giving me as an incentive to come here and play for them?
I mean, what is Jamaica giving you as an incentive to come? But what incentive do you have currently stating that you are also Jamaican? Because we're seeing where, we just had our 60th independence, and then he became the ambassador in England for Jamaica. So I mean, at the same time, you're playing two sides of the coin.
Oh,
And my thing is, when they're off season, Liam Bailey is here, Raheem Sterling is here. When they're off season, they're here. I mean, you can share your knowledge. I don't say that they need to stay here and develop, but they can share certain knowledge. I mean, you take it or you don't take it, but the knowledge can be shared.
Yeah, I understand. Come on,
Come on, Jordan.
Not,
Okay.
Not none of that, man. Not none of that, man.
Wireless Federation in the World Government the amount of players
That you get.
the statistics for 2020 just over the pandemic, they were like 1,355 according to the statistics that those are players that export right to different leagues across the globe. And I'm like,
BM, if you're joking.
That's a lot.
yes,
Okay, guys, brace for something special here.
Well
Oh
done.
my days, oh my days. This is
Well
gonna
done.
happen.
Come on, my side.
Let's go, Henderson!
See that? Come on, son.
There you go, Simon. Now that you're done jumping.
Yes.
So you got the notification before you even
Come on, my son. Come again, man.
My boy goes, if you're not joking around with me, right?
Come again, man.
Henderson!
Calm down, man.
That's
Done
for you,
well,
son.
man.
Take a shot for you.
Come on, my side. Come on. Calm the game down, man.
Yes.
Do not fret, man.
Take a shot for you, Sorrows.
Spin my beer.
Oh, sorry.
Institution.
What your man a doubt me, man? Jamal for see this now.
We'll have to watch this again. Slow-mo.
Big ball.
Henderson.
Yes, my son. Well done. Woo! Good finish. I'm telling men you're not good enough. Look at that. That's terrible positioning there. Woo! That's terrible. Oh, yeah. They show the replay of the goalkeeper's position. Ooh. Goal.
You almost had it, man.
Who passed it to him? Oh, Bellingham.
Bellingham. Well done, Endo. I knew someone unexpected would score. I thought it was going to be short.
No, but you see, like, we know Henderson have them in him. Him just do it once in a blue. We know him have it in him.
Well, to be fair to him.
Vamos.
Golaço.
Muito obrigado.
To be fair to you.
Need equalizer now.
Stop
My
it.
side. Here's one on his
Not
gun.
getting it,
Yeah, you're saying.
Yeah, to be fair to you, he didn't have much to do there, but score. So let's not say he had it in him. Or he always had it in him.
No, we know he has some goals in him, you know. Like, he just pulls them out of nowhere.
He did well to find the space. I would say that.
Yeah. But the thing with that one is, had he missed it, it would have been how? 'Cause, I mean, we had that Giroud miss earlier too, right?
That is true, yeah.
We had that Giroud miss earlier. That
That's
was
fine. Giroud can miss this one.
It's okay. He broke the France national record for goals. So
Tell him my side.
Yeah, around the corner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Behind the.
Good man. Good.
To the right, yeah.
get the blood pumping, folks. This is where we're at.
Go on, Saka.
One more.
Go on, finish! Ooh.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
We're closing off this half with a bang.
Came at him fast and he was leaning back.
yeah.
Tell him my side. Ooh, just whining.
He hasn't gotten his first for this World Cup yet.
Nope. No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't.
But he's still assist though, but not goal.
He has assisted. He
Yeah.
hasn't gotten his first.
But you can imagine what the pressure will be like. Kane, you've gone 4 games without a goal. How do you feel? The mental health back home and everything.
You know what? Like for me, I'd just be like, I haven't gotten a goal, but my team has gotten my goals.
Beat the man.
My team
Oh,
has
not a
gotten
bad
goals.
cross. Not a
You
bad
know?
cross.
Yeah.
Like, it's not for me to just score all the goals. My team has gotten some goals. Would I like to get a World Cup goal? Yeah. My team has shown what they can do too.
People have these agendas. That
We have agendas. Everybody has their agenda.
certain players.
Everybody has an agenda.
You
Yeah.
understand? He's not playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man's
he's not
dwindling.
he's
but,
not-
Cough syrup.
He's not playing. He's not playing in a team where the team depends on his goal scorer, like Qatar, for example. And not even Qatar. He doesn't even play like that. You have Salah and Chelsea. So the team doesn't depend on him to score goals. He doesn't necessarily need to do that.
yeah,
What
that's
he needs to do is make it easier for the team to score
Score
goals.
goals.
Which includes himself as well. That's fine. That's fine.
All right, hold on to
Oh,
it.
well done. Find the
Go on,
space
Jude,
now.
lad.
Team on the left.
There you go.
Go on now. Finish now. Finish.
Oh, bro.
Man.
Where we at now?
Out of space.
What are you pulling out?
This is Jordan Henderson's third goal for England. Scored at the Euros against Ukraine, against Albania, and now against
Pass it at the
Senegal.
right time. Come on, Shaw, man.
Oh, you just got it on the
All right, that's a corner. I'll take that.
Just run out. The first
Just-
touch. The first touch was the great.
That first touch been letting them down a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine. That's Luke Shaw.
Okay.
Luke Shaw's been incredibly resilient. Remember, he broke his leg.
Absolutely
few years
resilient,
ago,
yeah.
and he's still here. Alright, it's offside. Good pressure. Good
Yeah, wrap
pressure.
up the players.
Well done. One thing Bellingham going to do is bring energy to the side. Big Henderson. I predicted a 1-0.
Nice.
I don't think
Nice
I
comeback.
don't think it go end 1-0. Let me see that video.
Yeah.
Let me see that video.
Look at you right here.
Let me see that video.
Look at Sammy. Look at that point there.
Yeah.
You are
The 1 point. Yo, we need to superimpose that with coach video them.
Yeah.
Can get that one. Oh, we soon hear them. We soon hear them. We soon hear them. It's coming home. We soon hear it. We're just gonna have
Let's-
to wait until France.
4 more hurdles to go.
No, you just have to beat France right now, and then we'll hear it.
What a tough game that's still.
Yeah. So if you don't beat France, we'll start hearing it.
Tough game.
Ooh,
well
good
done,
skip
son.
over.
Go on, Declan
right
Rice.
side. Go on right side.
Go on.
Go on right side. Oh, that's all right, man. That's
It's
all right.
okay.
That's all right, man. That's all right.
You're listening
Fly
to
down
Governor.
the wing.
He's been listening to Governor. I'm if he love to run the middle like Declan Rice.
Man, say on the flank.
So if Harry Maguire scores a header,
Overlapping.
If Harry
This-
Maguire scores a header,
finish this and the monster.
if Harry Maguire scores this,
Yeah.
If Harry Maguire, so we're taking the shot.
we take.
Alright.
Yeah.
If Harry Maguire scores.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, delivery. Not
Right.
bad.
Ooh,
Just over.
close.
Go on, beat him to it, beat him to it.
Probably
beat him
2
to
minutes of stoppage time.
it. Oh, well done, Simon.
Yeah, you know, he's actually a Brazil fan, but I guess so. Yeah. Oh.
Boy, Chile.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Alright, England, we just need to close it out, start it out properly. Goals
Yeah.
come at the end and at the beginning of a half.
Indeed.
And this is the end of a half. Let's go with one more.
It's a referee.
Ref!
Come on, Mr. Ref.
They've been fouling this guy.
All right.
Come on, not your car, Mr.
No, man.
You call that?
Mr. Referee, man. You.
What is that? Come on, Mr. Ref. That's why El Salvador's not at the World Cup. on the fly.
That's right, Saka. Tell him. You're from Ealing, lad.
Southall.
Tell him about the jollof.
Yeah.
Rice.
I need to try that.
Nigerian, yeah.
Well, but jollof is like a. Well, no, it's like a. It's like a base that a lot of countries add on their different styles to. So jollof is traditionally African, but you have Ghanaian jollof, you have Nigerian jollof. No, but I general knowledge about their culture and food. So jollof isn't. It probably has a native African thing, but
What I know about Nigeria is
I'm so scared.
Close it out,
I'm so
out.
scared.
This is not it.
I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
shot boy,
It's
bullet
just
boy.
Okay. All right, guys. Are you ready?
Hold on,
Are you
hold
guys
on.
ready for this?
Hold on,
Are you guys
hold on.
ready for this?
Every time Simon gets
Are you guys
excited,
ready?
Every time Simon gets excited, come on, Kane!
Harry Kane! Come on, son! Come on, son! Come on! Yeah!
Get that first World Cup goal, this one.
on! Woo!
Oh no.
They cheated the whole game, dog. Whole game.
What do you mean?
That
You
cheap
go
ball.
round
That
the
cheap
16.
ball. The man was offside.
Oh.
Baton continues.
The man was
Well
offside.
done, son.
Oh,
Well done, son. Come on.
Woo! Wait.
what a way to get your first World Cup goal. First World Cup 2022 goal. Come on.
They pay off the queen, dog. Show about that.
Watch out. Whoa.
Nah, we're for the king now. Bellingham again.
Onside.
Onside.
Oh, he has all the time in the world. He won't
Weak
go alone.
one.
Woo. Woo.
Well done, Kane.
I don't see why you're excited.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Goal number 7 for Harry Kane at the World Cup.
Hey, we're almost there with Ronaldo.
Would you imagine that? And he's only played. This is only his
He
second
has
World
all the time on the planet to shoot that man.
That placement, that focus to get that first World Cup 2022 goal.
Cup. Let's bring
Got it,
on
man.
Rashi. Let's bring on Rashi now.
he had all the time. He had an appointment. He was waiting in
All right.
the Bay Area.
Can you guys hear that in the background? Because I'm about to hear that it's coming home.
I don't hear it.
No, we can't hear anything because then FIFA will flag us.
No, but you know they're going to start singing it. You know they're going to start singing Carolina. It's
That's still in this.
Carolina.
But you're in South Korea, back up your side here.
We'll see you in the final.
No, all you need to hear is that faint song from England coming where they're all in the pubs chanting, it's coming home. It's coming home. It's starting.
It's halftime, folks, by the way.
It's starting. It's in the
Yeah,
back
it's
of
2-0.
and it's coming out. Then they beat France, and we're gonna hear it a little
When
bit
South
louder.
Korea done with the VC.
What you say? I'm telling you. You know, there's a whisper coming. There's a
Tomorrow.
whisper coming up that it's coming home. You beat
Tomorrow's
France, and then it's gonna get
For
louder.
where we beat France, we have to win the World Cup.
Tomorrow is...
Beat France, and it's just gonna get louder.
From where we beat France, you have to win the World Cup. You can't. You have to win the World Cup. You can't do that.
Barry.
You beat France and lose.
Yeah,
to-
we need 1 o'clock tomorrow if you're available.
What?
Yeah.
So I'll be here at 12:30, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to get up.
Wait, what's
Can
the
you
problem?
kill me?
Okay.
I mean, you got a win today. Just take the win that you didn't get today.
Boy, my prediction off.
All right. Now it's time for a hot take. Are you guys ready?
Bro, what is that? I never said half a cup.
Senegal. You think this is France? You think this is Denmark? You think this is Sweden? No! No! These are the 3 lions!
Mike's over there.
One man! Do you want me to repeat that again?
Simon, I think the microphone was there, so I don't think they would see her.
Is that one on?
Yeah, this one is on too.
I think that one is on
fine.
too.
I don't know if
Jev, you have some editing to do. Where's Jamal when you need him? Ah, okay. Okay.
I mean, at least at this point in time, they've not putting England on fraud watch.
No, not at all.
We're having no people on fraud watch, right?
So I showed you the dancing song.
Yeah? You're gonna dance samba tomorrow.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
Why do I have
you know, I got a
work?
lot of Brazilian
have the
music on my
radio.
on my Spotify.
Yeah.
I'm here in the morning and I'm working.
Yeah,
I love Brazilian.
Why do I have work?
Um,
Why do we have work in the World Cup? Like, why is it not just like
One
international
month.
holidays?
Yeah.
Like, who needs the economy to go for the next 3-4
One thing
weeks,
about-
right?
I love Brazilian
Don't people know that when Brazil wins, there's no crime in the country? When World Cup happens, there's no crime in the country?
In Jamaica.
Yeah, in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you said
Yeah.
61% to the 61% to support.
Every
Brazil.
day that Brazil has played in this World Cup, there's been 0 recorded deaths in Jamaica.
Let me say this with pride. Jamaica
Seriously.
Is that serious thing?
No, dead serious. And that hasn't happened since the day Jamaica qualified for the World Cup.
And I think it's similarities in terms of how they do things and stuff, but
they're a little bit segregated. They need to be more fortified. We did talk about it. Remember, I did tell you.
Yes, in the World Cup in 2014, $15 billion
Mhm.
is what happened in the country.
Yeah.
It's just like several parliamentarian buildings that burned
Mhm.
in the street.
Right.
But I can say that a well-educated nation like Brazil, when they're ready to war,
Boy, Jamal, you should have there.
You should have been there. No, but so I was talking to. Boy over here just a drink room and not understanding what we're doing, right?
Just there, drink your rum, you know,
You know Grupo Revelação?
Yes.
Oh, no. What
Here
I've been
we
listening
go.
I've just been listening to all the songs they use on TikTok.
What done Samba for?
I don't know Sambo, you have to teach me. But the thing about it, so bringing back into the similarities
Dancing
between
to
Brazil
Harry
and
Styles, right?
Jeffa,
Yeah.
is I was telling Simon, like,
Oh, Jamal, there.
The
Jeff
next
was
time we
saying
feel
something
like
in the
national
comments
team-
for you.
I don't
Jeff
want
said,
I don't want to
"I hope Jamal a record."
I don't
Yeah.
just want
Yeah.
I don't just want the team, I want them to learn how to become
Yeah.
a family. I like a family-ish unit, because then we're gonna interchange a few players throughout. But one of the things is just
But the
you know,
comments them as a real comment.
I think they're coming on they're coming on the field, but they're not fully cohesive in their team goal. And I think that's one of the things. And I said to a lot of people, amount of letters I'm about to write for at least one of them to be heard, because growing up watching it, I know what I want to see. What I want to see is, even if we were to field a team of local grown players for, let's just say a lesser international competition, I don't want to see where, I'm not going to pass to you because I don't like the community you're from. I don't care what community you're from. You're playing for our country. You're not playing for your community, and you're not playing for your club. You're playing for our country. If you can't play for your country, do not step on my field. And I've said it before. I've said it a lot of times. If you feel you're bigger than the team,
When you're
get off.
playing for your country, you're talking about representation, you're representing the millions of people.
The hopes of everybody. Like if you take it that lightly, that it's not seriously, then
Yeah.
In 2014, after Revelação injury, when Brazil lost the final, they have in the history of that hospital, they have the most
1950 final, or the 7, the 7-1.
people on the dying bed, watching the television.
No, but you see, I did see that. I did say that watching that, one of the things I was slightly afraid of, just knowing the history and like the pride that Brazil has, is like, please don't destroy these players. Like, I looked at David Luiz crying, but then I was just like, I don't want to wake up and hear he's no longer, because like people just find him but I was like,
I said Brazil goes through the 7 it's put a damper on me. It's like for 6 months, have no job, still function,
Jeff, Jamal, could you pan the camera to me for a moment? I have a hot take I would like to say.
another one?
Yes, another one. Folks, Senegal, this is not France. This is not Denmark. This is not Uruguay. This is not Sweden. This is not Poland. This is England. And El Hadj Diouf has the authority to come out and say, we don't fear England. England is not one of the big sides. All that too, love.
Just to caution Simon, we have the X45 plus added time.
That is true. That is true. So I might be getting ahead of myself.
This is not.
Okay. Thank you for the reminder.
This is not Simon from Kansas Springs. This is Simon from Rima.
Yeah.
As in, I keep telling people, this is the first time we're doing a watch along with Simon for a live England game. Simon's passion with England, bar none. Only thing I've ever seen to top it, reggae boys. Reggae girls, reggae boys, Jamaican
Just to
football.
remind you remember that final in the Euro?
I was there.
When you were at World Jackson record, right?
I was there.
She was with me. She was with me.
there.
Fine, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't at the match.
You are Jackson record.
But Ricky was still.
I was at Trucks, yeah.
I was there as well.
Like Ricky was telling me that Simon
Yeah.
was like he was very emotional.
Yeah.
And that was 5 minutes before
The penalties.
that
Yeah.
match. My friend Simon Preston is at Jackson record.
That was an
he
event.
ordered played a food,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And when you looked down at the food, you thought he was getting like fish and chips. No, but it was spaghetti.
Yeah.
So that was an Italian, right? Azzurri.
No, like.
That's a moment. Like,
So here's the thing. Remember, I had said like I'm not sure whether I like watching an England game with Simon or my dad because they're both avid supporters, right? My dad's very reserved in the sense of he will generally not watch an England game in public just because the emotions and then like other people, the belligerent and the stupid people in Jamaica that talks nonsense in football. So he will watch it on his own, but he's very animated, right? Watching a game with Simon is an experience all on its own because you guys, no one witnessed his reaction to the Harry Maguire post against Iran.
Yeah.
If he had any medical conditions, done.
Dead right there.
Right there. That was it. Like watching him, I was like, are you sure you're okay to continue?
I was surprised you were very calm about it. You know, your reaction to everything was very calm. Yeah.
Because I mean, like, I just love the sport so much that regardless of what it is, like good football, like as much as I support Germany right now, edged out only because of the history that I read about. Just the history that I've read about the German team for 2014, not watching them in the competition, but the history of getting there to be there, in Brazil for a few weeks before and then like integrating into the culture, understanding what's going on. I really appreciated that because you don't see a lot of teams trying to do that and understand where they're going.
Yeah,
and
as
then
you've
again
always
for a
said,
Europe team to win in South
Correct,
America,
yeah.
right?
As you've always mentioned, they've been together since they're in the under
They're-
8s.
Yeah, the under 8s. That team was fielded from like under 8, so they really knew the ins and outs. After that,
Right.
the reason why I said they just edged out is because I liked what they did. I have very little respect for what has happened in that German camp since then. Right now, I'm still there, just Neuer, my sweeper keeper, defensive line. I like Neuer, but it's no more, right? But we know that. But for me, I love a good game,
Yeah.
no matter what. I love a good game. So like when you see a good game,
similar to Cameroon before.
it's a good game. Like so for me, when Germany lost against Japan,
Bloody hell.
and I said it to Simon, I said, yo, if that second goal for Japan didn't score after that control, I'd have been upset.
Yeah.
But they have to rebuild now.
Was it?
Oh. No, that one was a tough one.
Smash the TV. Wow.
No, but as in like,
Cause me buy my TV.
here's what I'm saying.
This is the thing I
No man can come in my house, I can smash my TV.
But for
Cause
him,
of football.
but for him, it's like when the Brazil or his team it's like it's a cool. Nobody. You are not gonna have a good game.
You don't matter.
Yes.
So I mean the
So,
thing.
mommy's calling. You're gonna sit to the side.
So the thing about it is like, again, only because I know that you had the security from FIFA coming into the World Cup. I kept saying like when I saw it, I was like, I'm concerned for the team on the field because had it been any other competition where there's not that much security, I don't know what the fans would have done. Seeing that the 7-1 going in at 5.
Yeah, folks, in case you're just joining us, folks, just a reminder, it's England 2, Senegal 0. Thanks to everyone for tuning in to the watch along. That was Harry Kane's 7th World Cup goal. So he's now 3 behind Gary Lineker. Cristiano Ronaldo has 8 World Cup goals in 5 World Cups.
Qatar soon disqualified them.
Caption.
Oh, that's where the memes came in. We need somebody to look at you like Mbappe looked at Giroud. That one.
BM says that England France quarterfinal will be epic. Well, 45 minutes ago, triple change. Simon tells Senegal the good boy.
That's love right there. That's some love right there.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Well, check it too. Jesus, I mean that. I mean Well, this is some fun time for us.
Yeah.
You sound like a mad Nigerian. Come on, son!
Okay.
Come on, son!
Sure.
I have to drop off the car to my dad.
Okay.
Alright.
Second half.
All right. Senegal has made a triple change.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, you see it. England haven't made any, but Rashford was warming up.
Simon's neutrality goes out the door when it comes to Jamaican football and England football. Nothing named neutral there.
Papa Matassar comes on, Bamba Dieng comes on, and Papa Gueye also comes on as well. Interesting one. Jordan Pickford with that left foot.
Left foot, left hand, saving the goals. Whichever way you want to get them.
Just need one more for a
Oh,
cushion.
yes.
Just need one more for a cushion.
Oh, yeah, switch sides. Sorry. Things like that.
Like, oh yes, back to Pickford. Lemo says,
Well,
sorry
you've been
Simon,
giving
France
him-
will beat England in the quarterfinals.
What you've been giving him?
Bad mind, Lemo. Bad mind. Bad mind, get the best of them, Lemo.
Yeah, well, I just no boy that problem. No boy that problem.
His tattoo sin.
The cough syrup, bro.
That I forgot back the mechanics.
Yeah, it's helping the throat, honestly. A massive difference from where I was 15 minutes ago. Yeah,
Yo, I mean, like, we're happy that Simon still has a voice right now.
exactly. That's a miracle. That's a miracle. All right,
One more goal and that's it. Rashford scores, voice gone. Harry Maguire scores, voice gone.
Yeah.
I should score 2 man and
If Rashford get the first hat trick,
match up back.
Done.
and back in.
now we get him to comment tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow is Japan, Croatia, and Brazil, South Korea. You have Japan and Brazil. Okay. All right.
The dark horse and Brazil.
All right.
Japan.
Yeah.
He just came on and goes, yeah. Oh, we switched sides.
Go on. Go on.
Go on.
All right.
Shoot the boy.
No, I can't shoot them.
Kyle.
It's not Sergio Aguero.
Kyle,
I told you.
what's the point of having a left foot? To walk on?
Normally. Normally you need it.
keep drinking.
Introduce a Simon from Rima.
That's a good one. Yes, Jude. Yes, Jude.
Yeah, with a nice cross.
What's the matter with the left? Let's pass it up.
Bro,
Good
come
Ramos,
on.
good Ramos, right?
Yeah.
We ain't no good. I ain't no beat them.
Oh my
What
word.
you want?
Wait, hold on.
Whoa.
What you been pouring?
It's water. It's sparkling water.
It done?
You're a good man.
Water, man.
You're a good man. I'm good. I'm good, you know. I'm good.
Alright, clearly I'm getting more. Because, you know, why not? Why not, right?
Why not, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
Them sell it out here.
All right, 42
Them
minutes to
no.
go.
Good water. Good water, man. Good water, man.
Substitution.
Yeah.
All right.
Good skip. Good skip.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Tell them boy
Why,
I'm
why?
good, man.
Go on, lads.
Go
There you
Go
go.
on.
Oh.
So ref.
Ref. Oh,
Do the
come
job, ref, do the job.
Kill him.
Senegal doesn't take a 3 back.
Come on, Senegal.
Yeah, they can do it at the next Africa Cup of Nations. Yeah.
Yo, tell
Like,
us,
bro, do you
tell
not
us.
realize
tell us
this is
Simon
what-
Farima is a different man ever.
Different human being.
Simon Farima.
Yeah, man.
All from this bullet, just shoot.
Out of them left.
Off.
Out of
No.
them.
Oh, bullet ball, just
No.
put something inside ball, you go.
I mean, we need the little rivalry, but
No.
Someone them has-
what do you think he's here for?
Definitely,
What do you think he's here for?
The France victory.
No, what do you think him cheering for?
Senegal.
Like Jamal?
Oh, he wants an easy opponent in the quarterfinals. Oh. Nothing in life
There's a
is
hair.
easy.
The whisperings are coming.
France bagging it up now.
Bagging it up. Oh, Ozzy.
The whispers are coming.
Give me the lotto numbers for tomorrow then, no?
Jesus.
Lotto numbers. Yeah. I know. I just saying that tomorrow's lottery number since he knows everything. You know.
1-7.
Yeah. Lemma says, as a Gunners, I want Saka to score. I wouldn't mind that actually. But if Harry Maguire scores, we all jump.
Harry Maguire score.
If Harry Maguire score, we chug.
Simon has no
well done,
voice.
well done. Boy,
All right.
the boy has been giving Walker
Official
time over there.
linesman. Yeah.
He's been
Ah,
giving
so we
Walker
have a mixed
time over
team.
there.
Yeah.
We're mixing. We missed that at the walkout.
Yeah.
We have a mixed ref team,
Yeah.
officials team.
That's right.
I'm quite enjoying it. So folks, here's what's happening. Harry Maguire scores, Simon has no voice. Rashford scores a hat trick.
Right.
You're not seeing Simon tomorrow because
Yeah.
he needs to recover.
So you're gonna host the show tomorrow morning.
One of us, we're gonna have to rally
Yeah.
around the West Indies.
There you
We're
go.
gonna have to rally around this and
All right.
host the show without Simon because no voice.
Thank you very
We'll
much.
have
Yeah.
no voice.
So have a conversation with Jev and work out the dynamics. Yeah.
Simon will be a KPH.
give me Jeff and give me coach. Give me Jeff and give me coach.
Yeah.
Simon will be a KPH.
Not all are Andrews, no.
No, we can't go Andrews.
All right.
Read my other one.
All right. 39 more minutes.
We're doing backwards math now.
Yeah.
Right. Come on, them.
There's Rashford.
Don't worry,
Grealish.
guys. You can
Yeah,
come
you
on
can
if
put
it's
on
one
Grealish, you
side.
can put on Rashford. Yo.
It's an embarrassment of riches, man.
Yeah, of course. Look at that. Look at that. Just look at that.
Yo, look at that calf though.
Oh, just pan the camera to the left or right and you see the gyms. Yeah.
Neutrality goes out the door.
Look at that.
Oh, well done.
Out.
There you
Well
go.
done, well
Yes,
done.
Jude.
Oh, well done.
You
Oi.
You're coming to
Still
England
there,
next
still
week.
there, still there. Send it around quickly. Yeah, there we go. You need a quick one.
All right. Beat him, sucker. You're fearless. Fearless.
Inside. Go on.
All right.
No.
Yes. Alrighty.
What's
Go
three
on,
lines
sorry.
beat
Just
one.
control the side. Just control the pace.
There you
Yeah,
go.
man. Well done, my side. Well
Alright,
done, Foden. Well done. And Foden hasn't really done much, but he hasn't needed to do much.
Go on. Go on. Alright.
Nothing there for you. Not a thing.
We're at the three lines beating the one.
Alright.
Come on, hurry.
Well done,
control
well
Phil.
done, well done. Give
Go
him
on,
back now.
Phil.
Give him back
Go
now.
on,
Give him
Phil.
back now.
Alright. Give it back. Give
Wide.
it.
Ah,
No,
come on,
that's
Foden,
not
man.
it. That's not
Foden, if you
it.
don't see the
Don't
pass,
go direct.
Don't force the pass.
That's not Erling Haaland.
No, but you can't go direct. You can't go direct in the England team. You have to kind of go out wide and then come back in.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, that's a very
You
good
can't go
point.
direct.
It's a very good point.
Close him.
Hurricane not that kind of striker. Peel
Hold
off
it.
off of defender. Go on and
Hey.
Jesus God, you make the man pile the man better. You can't make
Hey. Split them up.
them pile off a man face, brother. You can't do that. I know.
That's something to think about.
Yeah.
Good.
So you
Yeah.
have to
Yeah,
take
with
him
pride.
out. Kind of shame.
Right. Yeah.
Shame. Man, get the next
Alright.
line up.
Alright.
Alright. See, no.
Wide. Wrong wide.
Sorry.
Wrong side. But
During the thing, you get caught on your feet.
Alrighty.
No, man.
See,
See
can't.
there?
He couldn't make the pass.
Him just never open up himself to make that one there.
Yo, dirty style. Dirty style. That's some nasty style. Jeez, man. Disgusting.
Alright. December 10? Just next Saturday. Okay. Quarterfinal is next Saturday. Cool.
Get some rest. Hopefully, Sterling can sort out everything and be back in time.
Yeah, definitely. That will be the hope. You know, he's
Me
obviously
would-
back in England, so
And then you also have that 2-day break, so
Correct.
that's also good. So even if you was to travel back, you still have some time to recover from.
right.
They're in the same-ish time zone, not too far out.
Yeah, not too far in terms of the time zone. Just the flight is a bit long, but he's not sitting in economy, so it won't be a hassle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mentally though. Mentally,
Yeah.
will he be back in the game?
Right. Yeah,
You
that is
know.
a question mark. Yeah.
Well done. Good win. Really like how England are winning the second ball.
All right. Release now. All right.
Ooh,
Pass,
yes.
good pass.
That's it.
Bypass the press completely.
This is like watching Brazil.
Well done, son.
Lovely.
Oh, Simon, this is like watching
England.
Come on, son.
Simon, the next goal is the third goal.
Yeah.
They tell you come from there and say, come on, let's roar it.
Yeah. Okay.
3 lines, 3 goals.
Yeah.
Oh, go on, Kane.
Oh.
I'm telling the boy not good enough. I'm telling the boy not good for man. The boy not good. He's not good.
And that was the Rima Alex.
Watch out. I'm telling the boy not good enough. Watch out. Easy save this. What man I do?
The ball swirl away from him.
You know, swear you're a keeper. You get paid millions of dollars to deal with that. Come on, man.
There you go. All right.
Not even part of the man I can't keep.
He's a Chinese shot, right?
Man don't say can't keep shop around, man, so not even part of them, man, you can keep.
I just feel something coming. I just feel a goal coming. I feel it. Honestly. My instincts just feel
Statistically,
it.
every time Simon get up with
Feel
score,
it.
the statistic is true. The statistic is true. Every time Simon get up,
Someone
we score.
get up and feel it.
Instinct.
His
Well done, the
ancestors.
son. Well done, the son. Come on, son. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
What are you doing?
It's coming
What are you
out.
doing?
It's coming out. It's coming out. Come on.
No.
Come on. Come on. Come on. It's coming out.
No. Here what we have. You see Jamal? See Jamal right up. Yo, Jamal,
It's coming. Football's
Come here.
coming out.
Hold on.
It's coming out. It's coming out.
Right, so
It's coming.
Jamal here for the
Football's
dodge,
coming
right?
out.
Jamal here for the dodge. Every time Jamal leave the studio and come back a goal score. Someone get up and the goal score. I tired of
Come on,
Why do we
son.
have that luck with Germany?
Come on, son.
You played hockey. You know when somebody is getting into dangerous areas.
You know, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Oi. Thank you.
Hold that. Senegal.
Wow.
Oh!
Both England or not
Wow.
the sidekick.
Yo, Simon, get up from early. Simon say you have a
see,
feeling in
don't be
our
a saying
bones.
Every
Sound
time Simon
feel
get
it.
up, we score.
What did I tell you? I heard it in the background.
Yeah.
What did you come with? It's coming home.
Cheers.
I heard it in the back of my head.
I didn't utter such words.
Come on now. Come. 4-11, forget it. 4-11.
After the post-game show, I'm going home. Yeah, sure.
No, man.
Tired, long weekend. Yeah, we'll deal with the frogs in the next round.
No, but again, so here's what we said. We said coming into the World Cup, right?
Yeah.
Euros, England scored a lot of set pieces.
Correct.
Right? And
Right.
that's what we expected. We came into Iran, open goal games. USA, KG.
Team goal? Yeah.
Tell you now.
Wales, some open goal,
Turn.
open play
Put
game.
some on midfield, man.
Oh, look at that.
Midfield.
Where was this England with the open play goals?
Release the ball. There you go.
Release it one more time.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, historically coming into this, on what they came into this competition, like, you expected them, like, we needed the triple.
Yes, we
for the
did.
set pieces, right? We're saying, yo, set
Absolutely.
pieces. England told me, yo, eat all of your words because we're going to score so many open
Did you
play
guys see
game
that?
goals.
Yeah.
They made me eat my words every single game. Every single game. The only person that Rashford's goal was like one of the only set piece goals.
Yeah.
Can't listen
Which
to
one?
Can't listen,
Rio?
listen to first
Mbappe?
one. Last
The
one
first-
she said
Oh.
that was the best individual performance in the Argentina game, and I didn't necessarily think so.
Bellingham again.
Not in that thing.
Something there, don't.
Foden with the assist, folks.
My goodness.
Foden with this.
How's that going in June?
So, half an hour to go. We can perhaps give Rashford a run. We can give Ramsdale a run.
No,
We can give Connor Cody a run.
I'm not giving Ramsdale
That's
a
a
run.
Ramsdale.
Yeah.
We're not giving Ramsdale a run. No.
No?
No.
How can you hear some
If
scouts on the
it's
people's
not
field?
broke,
Like,
don't fix it. Grealish, Rashford, we can put on Trent, Arnold,
You guys listen to
Alexander Arnold.
Hmm.
No.
You
Ramsdale.
listen to Simon.
Not with Ramsdale. Rashford can get a run.
Oh, listen to Simon when he get up.
When we get up and sit down in the
When
front.
you see Simon get up, just
Yeah.
you listen to him.
Oh, sure.
Well done, Rice.
Rice needs a rest. Go on, Kane.
Kane.
Oh, that.
Go on.
Oh, no. Ramsdale. I don't mind the Rashford.
One thing is for sure though, you
I don't mind the
can
Rashford getting a run,
definitely see
Grealish
the
getting a run.
Yeah, man. Them,
between the
Ramsdale.
put them in.
Ramsdale.
You really listen
You
to Simon.
two, no,
Don't
arrogance.
listen to Simon.
Arrogance.
Don't listen to-
Arrogance.
don't
Don't get
listen to Simon.
arrogance.
Do not listen to him.
Don't get arrogance.
All right, fine. Rashford can come on.
Don't listen to him.
Rashford can come
don't,
on.
Don't listen to Simon.
Grealish?
For Reba. Yeah, don't listen to Simon. For Reba. It's the Simon from Constant Spring. Listen to him. Don't
Alright.
listen to Simon for Reba.
All right, this is Simon Preston from Content Spring speaking right now.
Yeah, just remember
I'd
what
like to
happened.
say-
Chicken back try chicken.
Just remember what happened with France
Yeah.
and understand say you're still there.
Well done. Oh,
Thanks for
brilliant.
the- thanks for the
Brilliant,
reminder.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
All right, Rashford can come on.
Let me tell
Full
you,
stop.
we don't need 100 chances.
No, just 4
England is quite
what
quite
are
a
our stats?
clinical.
What are our stats for goals?
right
Let's
now.
look this up. Look
think
at the stats.
Based on what I've watched, we're quite a
Shots on
clinical
target,
team.
4 shots on target, 3 goals, 3 shots off target, so 7
Yeah.
shots on goal.
We've never been the type to shoot 100 times.
No. Nothing.
What you want?
Watch him.
Yo,
Interestingly,
Yeah.
so far, based on my stats,
Jack
we
Grealish
have
is
not had
coming
an
on,
offside.
like, we haven't had an offside.
Rashford warming up.
Jack
done,
Grealish
well
is going to
done,
come
son.
on with Marcus Rashford right now. You're from Birmingham, and that's where they talk up in Birmingham.
Simon,
Yes.
based on the stats that I'm seeing, we have not had an offside.
Yeah.
We have not had an offside.
Well done.
That in itself
Well done.
is compelling.
Well, wait till Rashford come and we're about 3.
Next side, diagonal.
No, you know them don't have that.
Sure.
This is not one tap.
Rashford.
It's not one
This
tap.
is not one tap.
Rashford
Alex,
love offside.
Alex, we're going to go back 3 against the French.
No, I think we
Back
should
there against which
go,
French?
no. I think we should
Back
go
there against which French?
No.
Hold on, back
Hold
there
on,
against
no,
which
no, no,
French?
no. I think we should go toe to toe with them. We
No.
play better when we go toe to toe with teams.
Back there against which French?
For-
You can't leave them with the back 3 there.
I think you guys can just put in that one.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe. If I see
Yeah.
a back 3, I wouldn't be mad. But it has to be an offensive back 3.
It has to. So my thing with that back 3 would have been your speed on the wings. Like,
Right.
alright, you want to go back 3, like speed on the wings because you know Mbappe is going to run.
Yeah,
Correct.
if you go in a back 3, it would have to be to give you more width and not necessarily for you to
Solidify.
solidify. No.
Yeah,
Okay.
the
Fine.
to solidify in the center is to like try and counteract like Giroud
Mm.
because he's just in the center.
Yo, these lot.
That's amore.
Have it under the light of the
He's
hypercode.
not gonna. They're not gonna leave that down. They're gonna play
Yeah.
that out. Worse if they win the World Cup.
Corner Gallagher.
They go play that out.
What's the last game of the fun of
Yeah, Beans. Well done, son.
Come on, Rashi.
Come on.
Well done.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right now, your back is working. Don't fix it.
Good game,
Don't
son. Good
fix
game.
what not broken.
In other news,
Good game. So I'm gonna start for
Other news. We have other news.
Harborview's up 4-0.
Still not going to tell you headlines, but it's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Come on, Jackie.
Alrighty.
Come on, give me a 35-second goal, Rashford. Come
Another one.
on. The next one.
Next one.
Oh, you're taking too long, bro. There goes his time.
Is that folding off as well? Yeah.
No, yo, like, there's
eyes.
love,
Their eyes are meeting.
admiration, and love.
Shake, you know? Shake.
Sheer passion. That's not infatuation at all.
That's deep.
I mean, both of them are about to write her to break some records. So,
Yeah. So you can understand.
Well, I never expected us to be 3-0 up so fast. I expected a KG 1-0.
Same.
what did I say? If England gets it to click,
Yes, you.
it is out of it.
Pick Toge made the right decision.
If England clicks,
Yeah.
it's over. They were clicking. I mean, as long as I keep the concentration
Good
up. Now,
control.
Alex, I would feel more safer if Trippier was playing. Not this game, but generally speaking, if Trippier was in the 11.
you set
Remember,
pieces.
the game against USA, that Trippier was having a hard time. And
I get that,
he was sweating out.
but he was, you know, the Americans, high running, high energy. Bam,
Yeah,
bam,
I
bam,
think
bam.
that's what France is going to give you. So France will give you space
mean-
to play. France will give you space to play.
Absolutely.
I mean, France is high energy in the front line.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
Give it back.
Well, Rabiot goes to sleep sometimes.
that's not what you're gonna look at. Is
I've seen that. I've seen Rabiot go to sleep sometimes.
Mr.
Yeah.
Ref.
And
Okay.
And Chouameni can like.
He's on a yellow.
I've seen him drift out of position a couple of times in terms of like.
if they have
Commit.
if they had the two yellows now, right? Just
Mhm.
to skip, it
Yeah.
resets completely. So
They would, if there was a yellow from the group stage and a yellow from round of 16, then they would miss the quarterfinals.
they would.
They would.
Okay,
Yeah, but if you
but
get
if
a
it's
yellow,
just one in.
yeah, then you'd be cancelled out. Yeah.
Okay. No, I was just wondering because I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
no problem.
that'd be interesting.
All right, so the only other person that will miss a round of 16 game is Ko Itakura from Japan against Croatia tomorrow.
So
Keep-
referee.
So basically, the person that kept the ball in play.
That controversial goal.
Yeah.
The scenes in this office if England win the World Cup. Man.
Oh my days.
Hey,
No.
no, we're done.
Yes.
The Brazilian is out
I'm
here.
tearing this down. I'm doing all sorts, bro. I'm doing
Yeah.
all
We just go.
sorts.
Well, not Tyrion.
Oh well, we wouldn't be in here.
We need that
Yeah.
one. We need the
Well,
England
not Tyrion.
class.
though, Yeah.
We're doing tracks and records.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
England wins the World Cup, I'll drink 2 crates of beer.
Go and just buy it for now. Just go
We're
and
here.
buy
It's on air.
I mean, it's on
Because
camera. Yeah.
because no,
Right here.
because you know what?
The one to the left. Yeah, that one.
That
Yeah,
one.
yeah, that's right.
If England win the World Cup, Romario drink 2 crates of beer.
Which bear?
Anyone?
Anyone?
Anyone.
it.
Anyone?
No.
Anyone.
Specifically, can you go buy Heineken Zero? Go drink it.
I don't understand. You were going mix and match. He just said 2 crates of beer. He never
Yeah.
he
Whether
never
it's Heineken,
specified.
Guinness, anyone.
We're going mix and match. But here's the thing: the
Yeah.
amount of promises that have been made on air. I wanted Jeff to eat the grass.
Yeah.
Jeff say, "Oh, Brazil lose, might eat the grass."
So I think if England has like actual English beer, I bet it's still a hard to.
Carlsberg.
Maguire?
Carlsberg. Yeah.
I
English
know
beer.
them man just drink
English beer.
They just love drinks.
Oh, English beer.
They
Yeah.
just drink Budweiser and still a hard to.
Yeah.
In
And
Ireland,
German
it's like
beer.
Guinness, right?
Correct. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Guinness. Yeah.
And they would drink some beer. I hate Guinness.
Lucky.
You don't like Guinness? Not really.
Not a fan.
Okay.
Not
Not
that
the
bad.
two.
Because the Guinness in Ireland versus the Guinness in Jamaica is slightly
Slightly
different.
different. Yeah.
I guess I've never.
But I feel like around the world everything is just slightly tailored to a taste.
Tangy.
Correct.
Tangy taste.
Right.
Yeah.
The one in the northern taste reviewed a bit
Smooth.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I feel like they tailor everything just slightly to the country that they're going. Because I mean, even if we're let's skip the bear talk. If you look at fast food, McDonald's around the world is slightly tailored based on where they are. KFC is slightly tailored based on where they are.
True.
Because people have come to Jamaica, got their KFC, and it's like, yo, where has this KFC been?
I think Trinidad do have the best KFC around, right?
No,
Yes.
No.
no, we're gonna fight about that because we know say Jamaica.
I have written confessions of people saying that KFC in Trinidad is terrible. Written, like signed
Yeah.
and stamped by the government.
So I mean, like it's similar enough, but they tailor it just enough. So if you go to Singapore, and I think Singapore has a McDonald's that is very international. If I remember clearly, they have a very international McDonald's that you can get McDonald's meals around the world in that store.
Mhm.
But when you look at meals there, there's a hint of like a curry in there.
Mm.
Just in the spices, because I mean you're not going to put curry in American McDonald's or American KFC, right? Like we're not gonna do that. But there's like a hint of curry in their spices when they do things. Katsu chicken in Japan, you know, it is what it is.
There's curry in
So
it, but
you have a
not like-
standard, but then it's slightly tailored because I mean, I'm sorry, Uncle Sam, but y'all don't season things properly. And we need seasoning. That's why we like a Popeyes.
But you know the whole jerk business in America, they do barbecue, not jerk, sorry, barbecue.
Barbecue.
It's more like, I don't want this on racist, but the black people have a better flavor, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because we season with our ancestors in mind. Our ancestors said
But that's not racist. That's just fact.
it's just facts. It's just facts. Because I mean, here's the thing.
But I have to be careful because I'm here, right?
Yeah, no.
we understand, we understand.
No, but we're gonna talk facts, right? So you're gonna have American coming and say, "Yo, we're cooking your chicken. What do they put in the chicken?
Salt and
Budweiser
pepper. Salt and pepper.
in the
right?
chicken, and that's like their seasoning. They put a can of
Salt
beer
and
in their
pepper.
chicken,
But look at it, when they're seasoning like beef,
and I'm still
when they do
confused.
That's why they got knocked out.
They do like, they put the salt, the onion, garlic seasoning,
I'm-
and little paprika, that's it.
You know what I'm still confused about? When they put mayonnaise, where's mayonnaise?
In
man?
what? Chicken?
Yes.
For what?
Listen,
No,
I
I've
don't
seen
wanna
them
talk
put
about
some.
this.
I've seen some crock pot recipes, right, where they have like, oh, we're gonna do a crock pot chicken. They put a chicken breast in there. They have like cream cheese, some mayonnaise, and I'm like, where are we going with this?
Yeah,
Where are we going this? Because first of all, you didn't wash your chicken, so like, why am I going to touch your
Wash your
chicken?
chicken.
Wash your chicken. Just wash your chicken. Just wash your chicken a little bit. All right, but
We didn't have.
again, like you know, like bring it all the way back. I've seen where they have like their barbecues. It's not even barbecue sauce, really, right? But they'll put like a Budweiser can in the chicken because you know. And I've seen them do it with Red Stripe, but we have seasoning on our chicken outside of that. They're just like, oh yeah, and then, you know, the Budweiser gonna heat up, it's gonna flavor the chicken, and I'm just like, yeah, man, keep it a little
glad the
bit
Trini
moist,
man
but
coming.
there is no flavor there.
I want to say I love Trinidad food. They have,
Doubles, bacon,
hold on,
bacon
hold on,
shark,
Bacon chop.
bacon shark.
hold on, hold on,
Want
hold
the
on,
bacon shark?
hold on,
Yeah, of
hold on,
course, I've
hold
had it
on.
before.
For cause
Chana.
for vegetarians,
barrels.
I think
Who
Chinis
do we-
make very good
who
food for
is it?
vegetarians.
Was it her that we
I
had
love
with-
like there's some really nice chickpeas and
Their doubles
Yes.
is good. Their
Yeah,
doubles is
bus
good.
up shot.
Bacon shark is good.
Of course.
yeah, I love that.
We have a place out here.
What
You
do you
remember?
guys like pastry like?
Yeah. Near to Maya Mart.
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
they moved
they're
them a couple
pillory.
times.
He was doing a whole bunch of food.
Taj, not Taj.
No.
I like you lot like the Peloria, I like that.
With the red stuff.
I like the
I heard that in Tobago you guys eat.
Bus up shot.
Iguana, yeah, but Aruba, I think they eat iguana too.
Yeah, I did.
Ooh.
Our friends, I do. They have a whole section of champagne wine.
Spicy doubles, I think that's the name of it.
Spicy
yeah,
doubles.
yeah, I love spicy doubles. Big up spicy doubles. Big up spicy doubles.
Yeah. Here. I think
Nah,
she can get
I can't lie.
some
That's
doubles,
really
some
big.
bacon shark and shit. Can get on there, the other menu.
I just like the energy.
Doubles, everyday items, special tin
I buy
menus, and wrap.
the vegetable spicy roti all the time.
Yeah, so I saw we have like super spicy doubles out here, and we're just talking about like just getting some doubles, getting bacon shark.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you
No,
had it
the
in
place
Jamaica?
name, the place name.
This
spicy.
place named
Oh.
Super Spicy Doubles.
Spicy double.
Yeah.
Amongst
Here.
other things.
Amongst other things, here. Yeah, sorry. I mean,
Just stop judging man level, man.
I mean, he from Trinity, so he
They're
gon' judge.
they're the food Trinidad ambassador for Jamaica, okay?
He from Trinity, he gon' judge.
But obviously it's not going to be as good as
And he
Trinidad.
go judge with
So
like the
don't have
luck eye.
Don't have the expectation it's going to be as genuine as
Cause
Trinity.
I swear, bacon tracker, I don't
What's
even
your
know.
man? What's your man? Judge?
Yo, with the luck eye too, you know, because I just saying like, yo, don't look at their bacon shark because I don't know
Yeah.
what fish I give us for that.
Watch the man judge the thing like, oh, these peasants. This.
No, because one of my cousins that went to Trinidad was like, doubles don't come with meat, right? But we have like shrimp doubles and
I mean, you could get that, doesn't
yeah, but it's not normal.
it? It's not the norm. However, when you get one, you know, you get
Hey,
Harry. I thought that was a red card a while ago.
no, we don't need no more red card. We don't
Not
need no more red
because-
card.
Come on, it's a referee, man. Malicious.
No, because alright. So they're out of this, right?
Yeah.
Let's look to their next. Let's
Ow.
look to
Real
their next game.
actors inside
don't
of
need
here,
no red
no
card.
boy. Real
Africa Cup of Nations.
Yeah, we already have a red card in there. I don't need no more red card.
Abu Bakar, yeah.
That was the
When you get a red card, you can't
The next,
Yeah, for the next
game.
FIFA.
Depends if it's a
game.
straight red. I think you like.
I mean, Hennessy's
to
out
get
for a
out
while.
2 games or something.
Hennessy out for what, 2 games?
Right, 2 games.
No, it's a matter of rules.
No, but it's a rule. It's a rule. So you got a yellow card. And we know if you take off your shirt, you get a yellow card. If you lift up your shirt, you get a yellow card.
Yeah, so discretion is about you apply discretion for things that are up to interpretation.
Yeah.
But
Right, but that's not an interpretation.
I'll just
Sure, they come on. However,
take off shirt.
if
If
I
you
go
lift
get
it
a,
up so and lift it back up down, maybe. Alright, cool.
I mean, however, I had said if I go get a red card at the end of my World Cup, that is the way to get it.
Yeah,
Score the goal, get the second yellow
So
card
now-
off.
because even though they scored, it's still.
Yeah, no, had it been
Yeah, no,
earlier,
you don't do it 5 minutes in, like
yeah, you know, when
score.
like, you know,
like-
you're not gonna get a double yellow card 5 minutes in. That would
Yeah.
be completely stupid. I think for me, some of the dumbest yellow cards you get is to take off your shirt and time wasting yellow cards. But
Yeah.
But I don't mind that yellow card when you take off your shirt, depending on who you're playing and when the goal comes. Because if you're scoring a goal in a 93rd minute, yeah, take off your shirt.
Remember in the Champions League where Mourinho told the player to waste time.
Yeah.
And then he told Ramos go get a red card.
Yeah.
I think he was on, I don't remember the mechanics around it. But he did it so that they would be available for another game or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He told Ramos to get a red card, told Xabi Alonso to get a red card.
Because I mean, like, time wasting. I think time wasting is the dumbest yellow card you'll ever get
No, I don't
in
think
a
so.
game.
I don't think so.
No, in the sense of
You're in a World Cup final, you're defending a 1-0 lead, there's 10 minutes extra time.
no.
You
When
have the ball,
when I say it's the dumbest,
you
when
get
I,
a free kick,
when I say it's the dumbest,
and
I
tie my
don't.
shoelaces twice, undoing them and then tie them over. fam.
When I say dumbest, I don't mean, like don't waste some time. But you have 6 seconds. For 5.5 seconds and just kick out the ball.
Sorry.
You're in the World Cup final.
My shoelaces are open, yeah. I get the point that you're making, I really do.
No, we know some time wasting tactics because if you take the ball and you go down, right? You take the ball as a goalkeeper, you go down. Because we said, I don't remember which match we were saying, yo, you never go to goalkeep in school if you don't know to take the ball and go to the floor. Right? Because we understand some of that. I just think if
You
you're...
gotta wait till you come, put the ball in, then you're gonna take it up and drop.
That is fine. What I'm saying is when you have the ball and you're waiting to restart now, so you're not waiting, like you're not time wasting, like people don't come to the ball. 'Cause, I mean, time waste all you want. Once you pick up the ball and you know you have 6 seconds, right? I think that's a dumb yellow card to get. In the sense of you have all the time before it, as long as they're not waiting. Because right now, if Pickford gets a ball in his box, play around with it. Senegal have to come for you to pick up that ball, right?
So you mean like if you have other options to waste time, but you use the one that will inevitably get you a yellow card.
Ooh,
Yeah, if
which
you
is sunny.
If you use the one that gets you the yellow card,
Then you say it's not.
I don't think like
You had other options.
yeah. So like Pickford gets a ball in his box now and he just wants to play around with the ball a little bit. Somebody from Senegal has to come. He can pick up the ball, waste another 6 seconds, right? But if you pick up the ball and you're wasting that much time, get a yellow card. That's why I say it's a dumb yellow card. I don't say don't time waste because we know that's the tactic. But stupidly, no.
Is that Callum Wilson? Is he ready to come on? No, Calvin Phillips. isn't it?
I think that he's
Calvert Phillips?
Calvin Phillips.
Calvin Phillips, yeah, I think he is full. Come on, still a press. I love that.
Yeah. Makes sense.
We're going to pick up another chair?
Pick up another chair?
Depends how we score.
Yeah. If it's like, oh my days, goal of the tournament, yes.
Yeah.
If it's a tap in,
We don't use up your energy for your third goal already.
So I mean, we have Richardson as a goal of the tournament, right?
yes.
What else do we have as so far contenders?
I still think
Saudi Arabian second goal.
Yeah.
I still think the Saudi Arabia goal is better than that.
That second goal?
Yeah, the second one in particular. Yeah.
I still think that's the goal of the tournament because of the impact of it.
I think.
Cody
sorry,
Gakpo.
Kate.
I think
Sorry.
South
I'm so
Korea's
sorry.
second goal against
Against
Portugal.
Yeah, that's a
Could
good
be
contender.
one. Could be
Yeah.
one, like right on the minute of extra time.
Yeah,
No, we said apart from Richardson.
Yeah.
We're not discounting that one. Apart from Richardson.
Good game, Hendo. All right, Cal. Get 10
A
minutes.
little sweat.
Lick a sweat upon your jersey.
A man from the
So
northeast.
don't justify it. Boy, England, France, boy, nervous.
But we don't really have that many that we'd say are goals of the tournament contenders just yet.
Yeah,
Just-
exactly.
I mean, one of Mbappe's goals today, yes.
right. I wouldn't be able to give you a top 10 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have like a top 2.
4. Yeah.
Richardson, Saudi.
Yeah, Richarlison, Saudi.
Oh, technically Iran's second goal. Iran's second goal against USA. I mean, against England.
Against, yeah.
Yeah,
that one.
yeah. That one
First
was
one,
good.
yeah. Second was a penalty.
Yeah, the first. Yeah, the
Yeah,
first.
first one.
Oh, fun play.
Hurt?
Yep.
Yeah, 6 players in the
You want
England
you
team.
want all of the Jamaican heritage?
So, Kyle Walker, Calvin Phillips, yeah, Callum Wilson, Kieran Trippier,
We know Sterling,
Trippier, his dad, yeah,
Rashford,
and Marcus Rashford. So 6 of them.
and Sterling.
His dad, yeah.
Or dad or mom?
Dad, his mum is St. Kitts.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know he was
Yeah.
dual.
But he spent a lot of time with his mum, so his dad's side is not really spoken about often, because he grew up with his mum. Kyle Walker, yeah, his dad and mum side.
And we definitely know Sterling.
Oxlade-Chamberlain as well, yeah, not in the squad, but yeah, Oxlade-Chamberlain as well. And honestly, we could go all day talking about them.
Salmon can go all day.
Yeah, and we haven't even gone into the Canada squad, the Costa Rica squad, the USA squad. Yeah.
Yep.
Joel Campbell is one. Yeah. Amongst a few others as well. The ones that have the surname Brown and Campbell have Jamaican heritage. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I was wondering, like Trippier. I thought it was French, to be honest.
Yeah.
I thought it was French.
Apparently, there's a Trippier community in Hanover. Yeah.
It's like we have little Germany in Westmoreland.
One thing more Simon.
Simon, if you have the once your grandparents there,
A fingernail.
him know.
The Trippier family? No.
one little. You see how Ronaldo did a fight for the goal with him hair follicle.
Yeah,
Your hair follicle there, Jamaica, Simon. No,
I'll find it.
Simon will figure it out for you.
I truly have to commend you about being very passionate about what Jamaica life and stuff. The difference between you and I is that I'm from the Brazilian side, which can give you right onto the core where I'm from, the geographically
Yeah.
community,
Yeah.
and you are the opposite for Jamaica. But I'm trying to get what, you know,
Is that so? Alright, where's Alison Becker from?
Alison Becker?
Yeah.
From a place they call Genoise in Sao Paulo. It's white community.
Oh wow.
So here's the thing. Like when I
Where's
started talking.
Where's Georgina from?
Georgina? Georgina is from Sao Paulo. I didn't know that.
So I'm switch.
community. I guess it is
That's
mother
not
is
it.
Italian, his dad is Brazilian,
Yeah, he's correct.
and they been to Italy. So
Yeah, he's
I
correct.
think, as I said before, that it's like Deco.
I have a question for you. Why some Brazilians name like Luis Paqueta and Neymar, and you have someone named Fred Anderson?
So Paqueta is Paqueta.
Sorry, yeah.
Right? Paqueta, we have Amazonian background.
Yeah.
You get that thing?
Yeah.
Indigenous people.
Yeah.
Right, so that's where it is. So if you ever watch Acapulcos or that
Yes,
show,
yeah, I know that show.
you see the
Yeah.
names and all
Yeah.
that.
Right.
So that's where it comes with the
So explain the Fred and Anderson and
The English names Fred. Anderson.
explain a little bit more.
I mean, is that Brazilian history it's similar to Cuba? Like in the 60s,
Oh, that
50s,
was a turn.
there was a lot of English.
That was a turn.
I figured
When
as
it comes to because if you look at it, Stevens,
Yeah.
that's Silver Stevens,
Yeah.
right? So look at it. So
Makes sense.
Stevens,
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Even if one you name
Because-
Everton.
Everton. Yeah.
so
I don't get it.
it's a whole dynamism.
Yeah.
Okay, I figured as much. It had something to do with colonialism.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, man.
or something to do with that.
So-
it's a whole lot in terms of the population. I mean, Brazil has the largest Japanese population in the Western Hemisphere.
But I did not know that.
Brazil, check it. They have the largest
so
Japanese
if it's one thing I learned when I started talking more to Simon is how many Jamaicans we have in
America has the largest Chinese.
just overseas
I know,
playing
I know.
elsewhere, but then
Brazil is the
This
largest
is-
black community.
In the Western Hemisphere. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So the media is just like,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
but this is another aspect. So like you talk to Simon and you can know if they have like 1/8 of Jamaican in them, 132 Jamaican in them. This is another perspective where we see where Brazil comes from because like it's interesting to note because most people don't talk about it. So if
Yeah.
we bring it back to our Manning Cup and you talk about a couple of years ago when Tariq McGee was playing for JC and they're like, oh yeah, formerly of Holy Trinity, and you know they've come over and XYZ and you're like you know where else they came from, but
Yeah.
it's interesting to know where people's heritage is
So I have a question, right?
and how they choose, and importantly, how they choose who they play for as a senior national team.
Correct.
Because once you play for the senior national team, that's it.
So I have a question, Stevens. So Romario, sorry, my apologies. Romario. Explain like how the naming of why is it that Brazilians like have very unique ways that they name themselves. For example,
I have to guess it's the flavor.
because like for example,
it's like Jamaica.
so for better understanding of the question, you have like Luis Nani.
Iceland.
Luis Nani's name is like I don't even remember how it goes. It's this
Yeah.
long
So like Ronaldo, R9, it's like Ronaldo de Lima, something.
something.
So in the Latin American world, especially for
I think in Spain too. I think in Spain they do mother and dad's name,
Right.
Okay,
And they-
that makes a lot of sense actually.
and then
so that's why the name is so long.
Yeah, but keeping track of family and
you know
That
which,
makes a lot of sense.
you know which country you
that
can't keep
becomes
track
more
of history?
difficult.
Iceland. We just talked about it. Sigurdsson. So
Huh?
in Iceland, when you have a child, if it's a son, it's the father's name. So if it's Sigurdsson, his first name, and son. If it's a daughter, what was it?
The mothers.
No, it's still the father's first name, but it's a different suffix.
Yeah.
I soon tell you what it is. I just need to look it up.
But that's amazing though. That they explain. That's beautiful. I think that's. I
Alright.
think
The
that's
tier for daughter.
Okay.
So in Iceland, right? So when you're born, you get your father's name with son. So Sigurdsson, that's why everybody that plays for Iceland is son. For a female or a woman born, their suffix is dotir.
Yeah.
So Sigurdsson, Sigurd dotir.
Or Joel Gautier.
Okay. Makes sense.
So you take their first name. So it's not a traditional last name. It's your father's first name with either son or dotir.
Right.
Yeah, so
And so you don't have a
I guess
traditional name.
in Brazil it's also geographically politicized in where like my brother is what was born in Anderson, Rio de Janeiro. Like not Rio de Janeiro, Rio Grande do Sul, which is Genois in Rio Grande do Sul, Porto Alegre.
I'm gonna pretend like I know what that is.
Yeah.
4 minutes. We have 4 minutes, guys.
So like when they say like Kingstonian, you're a Gaucho, and stuff.
Oh.
And in Porto Alegre, it's so close you can see the border to Argentina, Paraguay.
Okay.
Yeah, and
That's where they're doing the trans, like a lot of
interplay cross.
trucks with their number, drive goes to the
No.
Just
He didn't get out of his seat, right?
Yeah, so that's
Yeah, 'cause
That's
I think
fascinating,
in Spain you take on your father and your mother's surname and they meld it.
if you want to.
If you
Oh.
want to, yeah.
Yeah. So you didn't have to take your mother's name if you didn't want to. You personally.
So like you can have quite an extended hyphenated last name.
In my family, like, a lot of son, my grandfather, his name is Vicente de la Nieve de la Silva de la Silva de Santos.
Wow.
There.
Ooh, I
There's
like that.
Put in that on
I
There's
love that.
somewhere.
Exactly.
There
I
is
love
from
that.
somewhere.
I love that.
Yes.
Like as in like if you
I'm having my
translate-
child in
The
Brazil.
holiday I heard that,
I'm having my child in Brazil.
like some family members from England, like they came to Brazil like for years, right, and stuff, and that's how it is. But if you check, I have Portuguese background from England, and English as well, so that's why we get this thing. Because I heard at the time it was the Stevens, which is
Right.
from Stevens,
Take
like
it off.
that
Oh.
relatively translates from Stevens.
yes, so the Stevens, so the Stevens.
Okay.
And there's Stevens. So I have to let it so rest in peace. They were saying that Stevens from England, they are from a place that we call Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Yorkshire.
It
For
was
the-
a town
no,
up here.
Okay.
Stevens in the town up here. And I was like, what? And he said, yes, well, it's just Europe. It's more like the Portuguese side. But
Okay.
you tell in Europe, at that time in the 40s in World War II and stuff, there were a lot of people moving from Portugal, Spain, England, all over.
Sure.
Because of the whole who is Jewish, who is this, who is that.
Where you
And
can
in
be.
Jamaica, you have a big Jewish community in
Yeah.
Jamaica as well.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
they have Little Germany.
But
Yeah.
Germany in St. Elizabeth, I heard of
Germantown, yeah.
And I think Westmoreland.
Westmoreland as well.
And Westmoreland as well.
Yeah, man.
Westmoreland as
Yeah,
well.
you're gonna see like
It's called Germantown.
around like
Like literally blonde blue
and
eye.
them speak,
Literally.
them speak the
Literally
worst
blonde blue
Arapato.
eye. Literally, when they say look at Germany,
Yeah.
they mean blonde hair, blue
Yeah.
eye, look at Germany. Your
Right.
last name is German.
So,
Yeah.
So when
Ask them
slavery
to
was
s-
abolished, they
ask them
needed
to
some
speak
people.
to you, they might chip the Jamaican pat with you.
Seriously, yeah. About 300 people of them left. 300, 200 of them
Yes,
left, yeah.
because when I went to it,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oi,
Just like you still
oi,
have some
don't
of
do
the-
it.
Big up yourself, IG, man.
Just like you still have the Spanish in you still have the Spanish in Trinidad, Da Silva, Lara, Bravo. You still have the Spanish in Trinidad.
I mean, so we,
I know a couple of stuff in Jamaica.
yeah, there's some hilltops here, but like, I mean, we get the heritage of certain of the last names, but like, when you talk about like Little Germany and Westmoreland,
I mean to say that
what you're seeing and what you're hearing,
I was blessed to have this American culture
Yeah.
and stuff. And Brazil, it's a flavor by itself. I think
Oh,
some
yes.
of you have visited Brazil before, right?
Yeah. Yes, I've been there before. Yeah. Yeah. No.
It's just a play.
I'd love to
Like,
go.
we're different from the Portuguese. The Portuguese is like the English stock up.
Yeah,
Is he
I get
tomorrow
that.
morning?
Just like
Yeah, he's here tomorrow afternoon. Yeah.
I get that.
He's free in the morning.
Oh.
I need somebody to dance the samba with me before I go.
no problem.
Oh, okay. We can do that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ref, blow the whistle.
Sounds
Blow the
good.
whistle, ref.
But I tell you, you and I, doesn't matter what
Yesterday's
race,
game.
Yeah.
Yesterday's game. So we had Netherlands 3-1, and then we had Argentina.
Mhm.
Australia didn't score. No, they had own goal.
What do you call it?
They had own goal, right?
Yeah, yeah. So it's 2-1.
What
Yeah.
that mean?
So this is the first game in the round of 16 without a
Yeah.
without a conceding goal for a
Exactly.
win.
Clean sheet.
Oh.
This is the first game in the round of 16 with a clean sheet, guys. Game over.
All right. Hey, the Northeast and London, mate.
I mean, this is the first game in the round of 16 without a conceding goal.
But one question though,
Mm.
who's the most rival? Like, they get on, they gonna like each other in South America.
I would say Brazil, Argentina. Yeah.
Every single thing.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Politics.
Yeah, sports.
in everything, I mean, like,
In social, you know.
Yeah,
in
interaction,
engineering,
yeah.
Just like, you know, because they didn't know that in the
Lions!
in
The three of them. I'm so sorry. We had three lions on the screen. I'm so sorry.
Wives and girlfriends and moms.
But we had three lions literally on the screen. I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
In 1928, the Argentines done the Black Holocaust in South America, which killed a lot of black person. The Senegal, some of them as army men in the Falk Island against England.
Oh, yeah.
To kill each other.
Mhm.
Now you don't have you have few blacks in Argentina. So a lot of them they take refuge from Brazil.
Yeah. With this wind, can people hear it in the background that's coming
not,
out
No.
it's not
from
equalizing.
across the
It's not
Atlantic, or are we
equalizing.
waiting until they beat
It's not.
France?
It's not
I love your confidence.
I can hear it in the. If we get videos of the pubs,
Yeah.
I'm guaranteeing you, I'm hearing it's coming home.
A reggae girl asked me to ask you if you're tipsy. Should I tell her no? No.
Not
she's
yet.
She's
Not
tipsy.
yet.
She's on the right.
Yeah.
Not yet. But I mean, like, bro over here who goes, yeah, wrong side. He sees the ball going back to Pickford. He goes, oh, yo, we switched our own play. And I'm like, bro.
God. Oh my god. I remember the excitement.
Roman excitement. I don't know what he carried for us. I have to wonder if
The
that has
Brazilians love
anything to
Jamaica.
do with the Brazil flag having yellow and green.
You have a Jamaican community in Rio de Janeiro and one in Sao Paulo, which are Jamaican expats when you're there. And when you see Noise, he's the one that he was a former ambassador to person.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah. Oh.
Bro, notebook?
Oh my god, they get worse and worse. They get worse and worse.
Alright guys, so that was job done for the English.
So we're in live again.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
still live right
we're
now.
still live. We're
But
still
yeah, we
live.
will do a wrap up, when Jamal is back, yeah. Woo, we'll breathe a sigh of relief now.
Not just yet though, not just yet.
Not just yet.
Not just yet. There's a few more to go.
Oh.
Her question.
Question. Oh.
If I was tipsy. Not just yet.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, what do we say? What did we say just before the game? If England gets it together, that's it. Because Senegal is not coming back from that. But my worry is England sort of with their tactics, it's like a hit and miss. So I'm like, they hit it, they got it. You got to hit it again for France. There's no miss for France. If you miss for France, they're going to punish you. And once you beat France, we're going to hear it echo a little bit louder across the Atlantic that it's coming home. I'll be here in the morning.
Yeah, she's working the pre-game tomorrow for the
England
Japan
versus
Croatia game.
France.
And you're
England
the-
versus France.
Yeah, and you're the Brazil South Korea game.
I really don't think
France
work
looking
needs to
valid.
keep during World
A
Cup.
little 3-1 again, a little 4 something.
The room you have to come.
I know. Say you hurt. I know. Say you hurt, but don't worry.
The Romeo
Senegal
have to
out,
feature
so you
back
can
on the
just
show.
concentrate on France. But I mean, like their heart, like
Congratulations. Very much.
Thank you.
the man calling for the second and the third goal. Let's forget the first goal, because you did get little props for that. You did get little preemptive for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done.
Hope to meet you guys in the finale.
Harry Kane.
Hopeful.
Harry Kane.
Brazil and France on the different.
So I think like interestingly though, Maguire seemed to be on a flank for a while. Like they had switched it out a little bit.
They did, yeah. There wasn't a
Because I saw him on the flank and I'm like, what are you doing out there? And then I was like, okay, fair enough.
Alright,
Fair enough.
to the last 8.
To the last 8.
Think
Job
of
done.
think of all the room.
Job done.
Think of all the room something I find thing.
Substitution.
The Substitution.
Yeah, throat is clean. For a better throat, to Substitution.
To England.
To
To
England!
You know that chop that, boy. What do you for drive? Good job, actually.
Alright, fine.
876 Dream. Bless up.
Three lions on the shirt. Jules Rimet still gleaming. All of this and more in this, now streaming Qatar. I was trying to do the maths earlier to try to calculate what was 2022 minus 1956, and I found it to be 56. It's been a while, hasn't it? But England are through. England are through to the last 8 of the competition. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to the post-game show. Yes, I'm Simon Preston. It's a pleasure to speak with you all. Drop your comments below. Hit a like of this video and also subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in as well. And with this result, it means that we are down to 12 teams left in the competition. 2 from Asia, 1 from Africa, 2 from CONMEBOL, and 7 from UEFA. It's getting down to the wire in this tournament. Every day, 2 teams will be dropping out. Come Tuesday evening, we go on a 2-day break, and we're back Friday as we'll commence the last 8 of the competition. So, let me introduce you to the panel that is with us right now. To my immediate right, it's Alex himself. And to my far right, it is Romario da Silva Stevens. Bom dia.
Yeah, wonderful win, Simon. And
Thank
congratulations to the English. I mean, you guys were the roaring lion in this encounter, right? And good to see Harry Kane get his name on the score sheet.
Absolutely.
And, it's just... and just for you guys now anticipating what should be a mouth-watering action against the French.
Indeed, indeed. Before that, let's savor the moment. Romario, your thoughts on the game overall?
Wonderful to work as Southgate as he planned. And as we said before, the build-up before this match, that England have to show their class. They have to be all over the Senegalese, and that's what they did. And to see these goals coming, patiently for the English. And congratulations on your guys' victory in the round of 16. And now you look to a more tougher phase against the French, the Les Blues, as to what they're saying. So wonderful indeed. I think this is a relief and also motivation for the lads.
Yeah, quite an interesting one indeed. So, Alex, the result wasn't in any doubt for you, was it?
No, it wasn't in any doubt. I actually predicted a 1-0. I thought it would have been a cagier game. So I apologize to Southgate for underestimating the firepower of the team. So my apologies. I think we did a very good job in controlling that midfield, winning the second balls. I think the fact that we were able to win those second balls gave England that advantage, and we were able to do a lot more with the ball than the Senegalese. And I think that's what kind of was the key factor in winning the game. So I would say it was a comfortable win. It was a comfortable, convincing win. I don't think we had to struggle to win this game.
Yeah, it's ensure that you guys came. You see, you conquer in this encounter, and everything has worked according to plan, right? For Southgate and his squad, and for the Senegalese, not to get them at a comfortable rate before they try to punish you or something. So, I think this it is something that England they should look forward to having every game going on into the World Cup. If they want the echo, it's coming out.
Boy. Memories, I tell you. The 11, Alex, you had any doubt with the 11 itself?
No, I didn't have any doubt, because here's the thing: the 11, we've won, we won against Iran, starting Saka, and we beat. Who else did we beat again? We drew against USA.
And then the Wales game.
We beat Wales with a different 11. So I wasn't too worried about the 11. The 11 is fine. We have two. We can alternate the front three, and we still have a good, strong starting 11. So the 11 wasn't really the concern for me. It was just a case of how does England grow confidence within the game?
Yeah.
Because we know England is a confidence team,
Right.
right? So we know the first goal is going to take a while.
Yes.
But once you get the first goal, the second two, the 2 and the 3 goals come easy. Because they're a confidence team. They play very conservative until they have the license to go forward. And that goal gives them the license to go forward. So, yeah.
It's truly remarkable, though, for Harry Kane to put his name on the score sheet, and you can see the relief on his face, right? And not to certainly talking about into the studio, right, with Simon, and that well passionate and going forward for the English. And I think for them that there may be some worrisome here and there, right, in the squad, but as this is just a final show for them, putting it against the Senegalese, all right, to see that going forward to the drawing board, guys, this is what we needed to do, because the game is not so bad. England, they transition the ball, they don't peacefully around the park, get it in the right position, they execute it very well, and I think it is game for improving for England. And to build this kind of momentum coming against the former world champion France, it's truly remarkable, and it's a momentum, and everyone should be together for this encounter coming up. I think it's Friday, right?
England plays Saturday.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and the adjustments that were made, the Rashfords, etc. Phillips getting some minutes under his belt, getting some game time after the injury as well. Pleased for their contribution in the game. It looked like when we made the changes, the tempo dropped a bit. Yeah, from the game.
As I said, I'm not worried. I think Southgate has found a rhythm, right? So you can typically anticipate the kinds of changes he'll make around the times that he'll make those changes. So I think the nervousness around, is Southgate going to make these changes at the right time? I think that is gone. No, I think where Southgate needs to be tested is when he's up against the ropes, because I don't think England has been up against the ropes this tournament. Like,
Right.
They're up against the wall and it's dependent on a change to change the game.
Right.
I don't think England has got that test yet.
But I'm really wondering, though, that you can see it's a bit cagey formation coming out against the Senegalese. The likes of Marcus Rashford are coming off, right, interject into the game very late, right? Going against this French team, which you know that they are firing from all cylinders. What is the mindset? What is the expectation in Gareth Southgate mind to say that am I going to risk the like of Marcus Rashford, interject him early in the game to see that where he can create a few damages to the French, to get them off on the back foot and see how we can progress through that game. So you think probably there is a bit of a worrisome, or to say that, all right, then let us go there and throw everything in the ring and see what we can get from that.
No, I think I would start Rashford against France because that's an athletic game. That's a game of athletics. It's less of a tactical game. It's more of a game of winning the second balls, who controls possession, who can out-muscle their fullback to get behind and in space, and who can convert their chances.
Yes, and even though to see that France have a bit fragile of a centre back, likes of Raphael Varane, right? He's not so well, fitness term coming in. It's taking his time building his momentum, and for Marcus Rashford to penetrate the likes of Varane, I think you can get something very positive out of that outcome.
Yeah, I think that France game is gonna be. You're gonna have spells of caginess and you're gonna have spells of tennis.
Yes.
It's gonna be a back and forth call. Mbappe is gonna get it, run down to the line, Walker recovers, back to Rashford, go down to the line, then their fullbacks recover. I think it's gonna be that at some point in the game, then it's gonna get cagey at some point.
Yes, so I am predicted the first 20 to 15 minutes, it's going to be cagey from both teams. Try to keep in their shell to see that what the English can throw at them, what the French can throw at the English, and after that, then because if you look at the statistics, Mbappe has really unleashed himself in the second half, right? So he's been a bit cagey in the first half, like to see it. All right, then where are the weak spot where I can go and attack, so you wanted to see the fragile of this English back line for him can go ahead and take it at his advantage and then go ahead and execute well.
Yeah, it'll be a very fascinating game. Fullbacks against attackers, attackers against fullbacks.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a very fascinating game. I think that's where the game will be lost on those channels. Who can out-muscle their fullback? I think that's where the game will be lost on.
Yeah, folks, just a reminder as well, let us know your thoughts in the comments below as well in terms of the match itself, your thoughts in relation to the performance, you could say, and in addition to those elements as well, we could also update you on how Senegal looked in this encounter as well. Let us know your thoughts because there's 12 teams left within the competition, and let me remind you of that in particular in relation to those aspects as well, because you have 2 teams from Asia, namely Japan and South Korea, 1 from Africa, which is Morocco, and then CONMEBOL, of course, the Brazils and the Argentinas of this world, and from Europe, the likes of the Netherlands as well, the French, England, Croatia, Spain, Portugal, and Switzerland. So those are the 7 European teams left in the competition. Tomorrow, a compelling day ahead. But any concern, Alex, before we transition to the other games ahead? Raheem Sterling didn't play today, but it didn't seem like we missed him despite being able to get over the line today.
Yeah, because England has strength in depth. That's one of the positives of this side.
Yeah.
We're not heavily dependent on one player.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't worried about it.
Yeah,
absolutely. And when you look at the as what you said, the crop of players Southgate has in his squad, right? It is truly remarkable. Like in the last World Cup in 2018, you didn't have that form of depth squad.
Right.
You have personnel coming out from injury after a long season, and now as the stage of the World Cup take place in winter, where everyone is on their peak of their toes in their respective leagues, and for this, Raheem Sterling is not much of a big miss out of this English squad, right? And in fact, that he contributed very well to the build-up of the game, but he had a lot of ammunition that he can put in position to get what he wants.
Alex, just before we go, just wanted your feedback before we have on our special guest, Brazil, South Korea tomorrow.
I think Brazil will win.
Yeah.
I think they'll win comfortably.
Yeah.
But I would love South Korea to upset.
It would work.
But for my friend here, I hope. I think they'll go through comfortably. I think they'll get they might concede though.
Might concede. All right.
I think they'll concede.
Right.
I think they'll eventually win. It's probably like a 3-1 or 4-1 possible.
Result. Okay. Alex, thanks very much. We can breathe until Saturday now. Certainly a great win, and get some rest for the week that lies ahead.
Definitely.
Yeah, make sure.
But guys, tuned into the watch along. It was mad. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Simon and I and my friend here were crazy. We got off. We got off on the watch along. But you watch along.
Yeah. So just rewind a couple of minutes, and you guys will be able to see it in particular. So yeah, it was great to see that performance as a whole. And in just a few minutes, we'll welcome a guest that I would love to have on the program for a couple of weeks now. And obligations and duties in particular, but it's a pleasure to have this person with us in studio, and I'll introduce him quite shortly. I think he's a Brazil fan, and I'm very privileged to say that he gave me my debut in under-19 football, so it was great to have him with me. And this is none other than someone who has officiated at the highest level, and that's FIFA referee himself, Mr. Carl Terrell. Mr. Terrell, hope you're doing well. All is well, coach?
Yes, I'm doing well. Thanks for having me, Simon.
Yeah. Thanks for coming. Really, really appreciate it. One of the first questions we asked our guests is their first World Cup memory. Remember the first World Cup you watched? What that was the experience?
I think it was 1994.
Oh,
Romario,
94.
That's when I was.
Yes, Romario, Bebeto.
Yes. So that's where I get the name from as well.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, that's where you became, you would say, a Brazil fan in that time,
Fell in love with Brazil right there and then.
Okay, very, very nice. And, for those, ardent fans would know as well, you had some time keeping at Manning School as well. How did the action come between the sticks as well for you?
Well, yes, I actually started not at Manning, but at my primary school. I'm from Westmoreland, as you know.
Okay.
I played for South Primary.
Okay.
in that time we didn't have much prep school in
Yeah.
Westmoreland, so I went to a primary school.
Right.
So I started out as a midfielder and then moved to a striker. But I had breathing problems,
Oh.
right? So I have what they called then was shortness of breath. So I couldn't play for the entire match. So coach decided to put me in goal one day. So from then I decided to they converted me to a goalkeeper.
Okay.
I played U14, I played U16, and I captained my D'Acosta Cup team 2 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. And so far as well, coach, you know, based on what you've seen so far, how are you enjoying the World Cup, the upsets, the surprises, everything, you know, just sitting down and watching it?
It has been a very good World Cup in my estimation. As you know, I'm a teacher.
Right.
So most times I am either in the classroom, on the field, or if I can get a glimpse
Yes.
at the TV,
Yeah.
I will. But it is the best World Cup I've seen.
Wow.
Yes, the best World Cup I have
Yeah.
witnessed
Yeah.
to date.
Right. You know, coach, in previous editions, you know, persons have spoken about decisions that are made by officials, but you would have to say 99.9%, if not everything, has been efficient, spot on where the officials are concerned.
I think it's a work in progress. In comparing this World Cup to the last World Cup 4 years ago, I think FIFA has made significant strides. I think they are in the high 99 point high, whether 7 or 8 or 9. Not 100%,
Right.
because we have seen minor glitches, minor flaws. But I told a couple of my colleagues a few days ago,
Right.
FIFA spent millions of dollars to get the officials at that level. So the minor errors, as in the ball in and out of play, offside, no offside, they're not going to get it wrong. Believe me, they are not going to get it wrong, because they invest millions of dollars. Each referee at that tournament
Right.
gets $80,000 US just to be there.
Wow.
They get an additional $3,000 each match.
Wow.
So just imagine.
But you know, I would just want to ask you, since the birth of the VAR, right? We've seen last year played into the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia, right? There's a lot of person was saying that they're not in favor of that, and it is somehow is taking away the joy of the game, right? So, but to co-officiating the game in terms of you go back to the play to see what went wrong, right? A minute or a couple seconds ago, right? And to see, and what I wanted to commend though is that the millions, that's what you said, that FIFA has pumped in the system, not only in the grassroots of football worldwide, but also for the officiating point of view. And we are truly seeing, right, the millennial of those investment into this World Cup.
Yeah, it's clear. Yeah, a very solid point, Ramari. It's showing evident not only at the senior level, but the junior tournaments that we've seen as well. So it's a clear testament to that as well. So I mean, coach, you'd have seen as well the Japan-Spain encounter with the ball, if it was over the 9 or not. But the rules specifically, the entire ball.
The entire ball has to. I'm glad you brought that up, Simon, because we had a very long debate. I'm in like 3-4 groups. So I'm in a teachers group, I'm in a footballers group, and a coaches group. As you know, I'm also a coach, former FIFA referee, still practicing.
Yeah.
The entire ball has to be outside. So watch me. So if this is the base of the ball, if I had a ball, I could demonstrate. If this is the base of the ball, don't watch the base of the ball, right? It's the circumference. Because if this is the ball, right?
Yes.
If just for example, the circumference may be over the line.
Right.
So if you should have daylight between the circumference and the line, then the ball is out.
Okay, so even if it's a fraction, it's not
even
out.
it's a fraction. So what they actually seen in that encounter was an angle. At each international game, you have at least 23 cameras. 23, right? So the angle may be this way, Simon, and not that way. That way on top would have seen that even millimeter is over the line. Even at a corner kick, when you spot the ball doesn't have to be on the arc. The ball could be outside the line, but guess what? The circumference of the ball is over the line. So that's why people see and say the ball is out. It's not out. I have it on my phone, like three different angles.
But even to that very controversial segment with Spain, right, that Simon brings up, right? You look at it that FIFA even put chips in the ball as well, right?
Exactly.
So whether or not it's out the line or so, it would send us
signal to the
referee
referee
watch.
Right.
Right. So I mean, I just wanted to let me know how of a huge criticism as a referee, right? It can be, especially officiating those big games, and like you have to be on the peak of your toes because of some situation can be very tricky, and it can be come down more than just being a referee, more than just being a human, but where you have to just put things neutral across the board. How you deal with that in some situation?
First of all, referees have to have the 17 laws in the back of their head all the time. There are 17 laws which govern the game. And for you to have one glance, one look at it, remember this is now the age of technology. On the field, you have one shot, right? If you get it right, good for you. If you get it wrong, and it's a game-changing decision, at the next stoppage, VAR will radio you. They will radio you. So even if the ball was out, it changed possession and it scored in this end, when the goal is scored, VAR are going to radio you. I say, guess what? The ball was out right here. So we're going to come back to right here, to the throw-in or the goal kick.
So isn't there a case where a referee can ignore that call? To say that, listen, based on the momentum of the game, based on the historic of this game, you cannot allow to bring back certain calls because it may cause mayhem, right, in terms of the official and the players and the coaching staff. There are just some things you have to just let go.
What FIFA has introduced years ago, it speaks to man management and game control, right? So if I'm doing a game and VAR radios me and said, come and take a look at it, I'm obliged to go and take a look. I may not agree, because in certain decisions, penalty, no penalty, handball, no handball.
Offside,
it's
no
your
offside,
right. It's your
Decision.
on looking at the monitor right there and then. You can overrule VAR. VAR doesn't overrule referees. They have this notion VAR overrules. It's not like that. They give you instructions and they give you suggestions. It's up to you to take it. I've seen in World Cup referee said penalty. He went to look at it. Obviously, if he went to look at it, they are seeing something different.
Correct.
He went to look at it and it still remains penalty. And I've seen vice versa. So it's up to the referee on the day.
But there's any penalization though, is like if there's a blatant penalty, a blatant foul, and the referee totally disregard that and get on with the game, and after there's any form of penalty for the referee side that he have to pay the fine or something or whatever.
There is after each game they have what is called a debriefing. So they look at different clips of the game. They have the referees in a room with 20-30 referees, and they go through the clips and they ask the referee, what did you see? Having seen it, then do you change your decision? I can tell you, I've been to tournaments where the next flight out of that country, you're on it.
Wow.
It's that strict. It's that strict. But they have some calls that, it's 50-50, and the referee on the day, whether went left or right, they're going to stay in the tournament. But some of the referees, FIFA is saying this was a penalty, and you did not give a penalty, you're on the plane back home.
So, because I have come to think of that, and there's one thing though that's continual, tempted me even to ask the referee. I've asked Peter Prendergast before, and didn't get so much of a straightforward question. But what I will ask you now, right? As a former referee, you still
I said former FIFA.
Yeah, FIFA referee, is that the mandate that FIFA has put right on the board, which is as I said, the 17 laws, which you guys have did. There's any form of feelings to know that you have been officiating a match, but therefore either there is bribery or there is some form of threaten on the sideline, or therefore we seem to look at these match fixing, and we thinking about it's more of a team to team or federation to federation by a clause, but it can come down to the referee. Isn't that there's something for a referee? We know that you guys are human. We know that there's anything that FIFA has put in place in order to ground all those bribery.
Yes, FIFA has a zero tolerance approach as it relates to bribery, sports betting.
Yeah.
When I was a FIFA referee, I could not buy a lotto ticket.
Wow.
Simple as that. I could not be seen in a shop
or just
buying
bet or
a lotto
anything.
ticket. Just bet any of that.
Yeah.
Simple. They will take away your badge. They will write your federation and have you. Even you have nothing to do with it. The match is in Africa.
Yeah, so look at the third party. Even though you cannot buy, but can you just tell someone to get this match ticket?
Like a
Because
family
you-
member is yours.
Yeah, you are the one who officiating. Because
Yeah.
looking at this, it is much more than a third party as well. You understand? You can say, all right then, but I'm officiating Brazil game tomorrow against Korea. You guys going to buy that stuff? I am the one that do. We plan. There's something. So what do you think are other technologies or other stuff that FIFA can? Because as I said to you before, we are human, and despite the laws of the game, we come back down that we have to use our own discretion.
Right.
So what are the things that you think FIFA can put in place, a mechanism to have those infringement and have them, totally completed out of this the FIFA and also the footballing culture?
As you say, FIFA has mandates. FIFA has strict laws. I know personally persons who have gone to Just Bet,
Yeah.
matches in England,
Yeah.
matches other parts of Europe,
Mm-hmm.
and they are seen, not in Jamaica,
Right,
they are
right.
seen
Mm-hmm.
or heard of by their federation that they
Wow.
were spotted in that sports shop
Mm-hmm.
betting, and they were removed from the FIFA list.
But coach
It's very,
and,
very
and
strict.
as a referee, what I can commend you guys, but over the years I've been watching football, I think the inception of the VAR and what FIFA has done tremendously on the officiating aspect, I really have to give you guys a thumbs up, right? And I have, seen the tremendous work and the improvement of the officials that officiated these games, right? I see how they manage, I see how they kind of float the pressure, coming off based on the event or the team that playing against each other, the history that comes with it. So I wanted to give you guys hats off, because even though you guys have been officiating and you guys go by the rule of the game, you guys are human and you guys tend to have, a wonderful mood and emotion going through those games and officiate them very well.
Yeah, that point that you made about, Coach Terrell, that that example that you made, that would perhaps even stop somebody from officiating a JPL game or CASAFA Super League game as well?
Yes, it goes
Wow.
right across the board.
Wow, right across the board. Okay.
But it just
Mhm.
as a FIFA
Mm-hmm.
official,
Mm-hmm.
you are judged higher
Okay.
than say a Major League referee or a Da Costa Cup,
Mhm.
Manning Cup referee. You're judged higher standards, higher everything.
But I
Okay.
understand the eye, but there's one problem, Simon, that I have, is that when you're thinking about a competition or a grassroots thing, you try to train the younger referee who aspire to be a referee to FIFA.
Yeah.
So I think if all these mandates can be done, to the wire of things,
Right,
then
right.
you will start to get these younger referees who are coming into the Cassava League, or to have the culture
Right.
of being a good and insight official.
With
So
integrity.
that when
yeah.
they get to that part now,
level.
right,
Mhm.
they
Right.
can say, all right, then I know what is it, I know the rules, and then there room for improvement, and then things can officiate it better.
So true.
Yeah, and Mr. Terrell, as it relates to the laws of the game, as you made mention, from time to time there are tweaks or changes. Is that perhaps FIFA would let officials know this is the tweak, read over the book, or and this is the new manual, ensure you know it cover to cover, sort of thing?
Yes, the IFAB,
Mm-hmm.
that's the governing body that amends the law each year.
Mm-hmm.
They meet, and each amendment
Mm-hmm.
is posted June 1st.
Oh, okay.
So right,
Mhm.
so they would meet say in February, January
Mm-hmm.
of that year, and then June 1st they would
They release
print
the new
right
laws,
the
right.
new amendment, because
Mhm.
the laws doesn't change.
Mhm.
It's still 17 laws, but they may amend the handball, they may amend offside, they may amend throwing.
Yeah,
As you know, in the past you could bend and take a throw.
right.
For the past 3-4 years you cannot bend. You have to stand facing the field and make a throw.
Yes, because even you bring up that the new amendment that each year that the IFB,
IFAB.
IFAB,
Yeah.
IFA brings out, because there was a really controversial discussion on the BBC
Right.
somehow last year about that if a player is in a unreliable position, right, to say that you're going for a ball, you have been tripped, right, and you're going down. Also, accidentally, or to say that the ball hits your hand. Or is it that FIFA is going to look now and say, all right, then I'm going to give your opposition, the opponent, a penalty, rather than look into the fact that, listen, this guy is in is set away and he's going on that there's nothing he can do. So what is it that FIFA and even for referee, what you guys looked on these things each year and tried to come with a better amendment that you can probably tweak certain things to just have a better judgment in how you guys do things in these situations?
Yes, yes. Each member association, we have what is called MA course.
Okay.
So at the start of each league, for example, at the start of the JPL in September,
Right.
they would meet, say August, say late August. They would meet and they would go over the amendments, and they are given videos. So the clip right now, the clips that will be taken from the World Cup will be used in the MA course next year, 2023.
Okay.
So the situation that you spoke about, player going down and the ball hitting the hand, it's in the law book, and we have videos. So one is what we called the defender taking the risk. So in other words, a challenge, a ball is coming across and you made a slight tackle. The ball hit your hand, handball. But if you stand in, jump for a ball, or make a normal tackle, and while falling, the ball hits your hand, no handball. Two different situations.
Okay.
First one, you are taking the risk. So you decide to slide, your hand even for balance, and the ball hit your hand, handball.
So one of the most easiest situation, let's recall back in 2010 when Luis Suarez against Ghana in that semi-final, right?
Quarters,
Quarterfinals, right?
Mm.
What would you say that's an outright intentional handball,
That's handball.
which deserved to be sent off?
He was sent off,
Yes.
but what people wanted was to award a goal, and the law clearly states the ball have to pass the line for it to be a goal.
Okay.
So he was sent off for deliberately handling the ball,
Right.
which prevent a goal, not a
Correct.
goal scoring opportunity.
Right.
Because he removed the hand, the ball was going in the goal.
Correct.
So the red card was for that. No, you cannot award a goal because the ball did not pass the line.
True.
Simple. So
Yeah.
red card, penalty.
Yeah.
And it is in the law. Everything that the FIFA officials do, it is in the law. They are backed up.
Right. And Mr. Terrell, for the experience that you've had, internationally, are there perhaps workshops locally that you can impart the knowledge to future, not only aspiring referees and officials, but ones currently within the game as well?
What normally happens is that the JFRCA, that's the Jamaica Football Referees Commission, they're the ones who go around the island and set up workshops and
Okay.
meetings and
Seminars,
so forth.
yeah.
Right. In CASAFA, we are under CASAFA referees. We're under the banner of CASAFA, which is
Understood.
under JFF.
Right.
But I've been a practicing referee since 2001.
Mhm.
So what I normally do, I impart my knowledge and my experience to the younger referees and
Right.
who want to become referees. In addition, at the start of every Manning Cup, I make sure I go out to different schools within my vicinity
Yes.
and impart my knowledge onto the coaches and the players. I've been to Arden, Calabar, Georges, you name
Right.
it. Jose Marti, I
Okay.
give my service free of cost. Why? Because if the players are educated, if the coaches are educated, I think for us referees, it's better officiating.
Yes.
It's simple as that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely from that angle. And, we were speaking on the phone last week, Coach, about officiating on the island. Based on the standard that you're seeing overseas, what perhaps would you need for us to shrink that gap so that officials such as yourself and others locally can be of the standard that we're seeing at FIFA tournaments right now?
I think a lot need to be done, as I said, by the JFRC. One, we need to get more referees in the system.
Okay.
More referees, more quality referees. It cannot be that the referees that you're seeing internationally in CONCACAF and in FIFA, they don't have a 9 to 5. So they train 2 times a day, 5 times a week, and they are paid. Right?
they're doing
They are,
so.
they are paid. I'm a teacher. I have to go to school
Right.
from 7 to 4 o'clock every day, Monday to Friday.
Right.
Saturday mornings, I have training at CASAFA.
Right.
I go CASAFA from 7 to 4 o'clock. I have match. What time do I have to train?
Yeah.
Right,
So
true.
that's
You get me,
something.
Sunday is my family time.
Yes.
So
of
a
course.
lot more needs to be done by them. And the referees that we have here, I can tell you, Simon, they have made a lot of sacrifice to be to that level.
Wow.
But
lot.
you see, the introduction with the female officiating these match, we have seen that there is a history at the World Cups, right?
Yeah.
Just 2 days ago.
Yeah, Stephanie Frappart.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, she officiated well,
Right.
and to see that not only referee was like a gender based, it's like male only, right?
Right.
I like the whole inception of you're gathering female as well. They have a love for the sports. You understand me? And not only officiating female games, but
Right.
also the male games. But particularly in Jamaica, as you said, that FIFA needs to do much more on their books in terms of getting these referee and regulating that you're a referee. I see you through the eye as a referee, right? You don't have a 9 to 5 game. So
Yeah.
one of the things I can ask though, but what is it that FIFA can do to lower the other referee to say, all right, I want to be a referee, I'm inspired by this and stuff. So what are the tactics you think FIFA can use to get more referee? Because when you looked in Europe and also the UEFA Nations League as well, Simon, with the World Cup, you see face that you're familiar with in
Correct.
the English Premier League, in the UEFA
Yeah.
Champions League.
Same faces,
Right?
yeah.
Same faces. And
Yeah.
when you look at it, you're talking about like when you look at the age factors, these men, they are over 40, right? So you wanted to introduce some younger legs, some fresher legs, because when you took a look at the physicality, the fitness, you want to have someone who can up the par.
Yeah.
Right.
So what is it that you think FIFA can do in order to lure person that I want to be officiating these big games and want to be a referee overall?
Well, FIFA has programs in place, and FIFA has resources that each member association can tap into, but it is not FIFA's mandate to get it up to that level.
I see.
When you're at that FIFA level, then they will step in when you go to their tournaments. But remember, it's each member association. So for example, Mexico, Costa Rica, Jamaica, Panama, USA, they have their set of referees, their pool of referees. They get those referees up to FIFA standard, and then FIFA will take over. Whether they get to under 20, whether they go to the Olympics, and you work in different pools.
Right.
But FIFA has resources Jamaica can tap into.
Right.
We have, say Jamaica have 10 referees, right? Promising referees, we want to get to that level. All right, we have a program that is called POUR in CONCACAF. They send those referees to different tournaments 3 times a year, 4 times a year, and get them to that level. But then again, Simon, remember, these are police officers, these are soldiers, these are teachers, these are single moms. They're like a US referee. Ramos, I worked with Ramos in 2015 in Honduras. I work with 3 other referees that are at the World Cup right now, right? If I was given that push, maybe, who knows? Those referees, their association, they push them, they back them. They have a refereeing school in Mexico. A refereeing school. You go there for 6 months. In Jamaica, we don't have a school. You do a fitness test, and you do a 3-week course, and then that's it, you're a referee. You have to make it to that level. But as I said, FIFA have resources that you can tap into. $30,000 every year from FIFA goes to member association. You could put that and develop referees over 3 months, over 6 months, and then you will see the end result. But we don't look at it like that. We see them as FIFA referees. No, we see them as normal referees.
I see what you're saying. So, like the U.S. Soccer Federation and Mexican FA, they would compensate the officials.
Exactly.
I see what you're saying.
Exactly. Just before you go on, Simon.
Yeah.
Armando Villarreal. We were in Cayman 2013. This was a referee who was doing MLS 2013. He was getting $1,200 in 2013 for an MLS game, right? Armando. He's at the World Cup right now. Armando Villarreal. Per game. They fly him to the game, they put him up, everything.
Accommodation,
He
everything.
doesn't have a 9 to 5. In Jamaica, our Premier League is $3,500.
Yeah. And based on the
2013.
And you still have to factor cost of transportation.
Everything, Simon.
Gas in your car.
Every time. For me to go to Montego Bay, it cost me more than the match, like 4 times.
Yes, and also that's a factor as well, Mr. Terrell, as you looked at that. When you see these kind of structure, right, and for you to say, I'm getting $3,500 per matches in Jamaica, and based on the heavyweight of the match you're going to officiate, right, and then sometimes you can be into a pressuring moment, and then when you look back at all these stuff, you understand me, that can be a contributor right, as well to how poor officiating in the Highland, because as what you said, CONCACAF, other union in CONCACAF like Mexico, United States, Canada, they have compensated their officials very well, right, that they can be humble, not only humble, they can also be focused on the match to come and to give their best what is expected. So I understand that there is much more needed to be done in Jamaica and also for officiating, because when I look, I think that we have some of the best referee, right? Also in CONCACAF as well. And I think with, as what you said, with more money, with dedication, with vision, we can probably see a next 2 or 3 Peter Prendergast in the World Cup 2026 to come and go forward.
Yeah, it's still, despite the room for improvement that you spoke about, Mr. Terrell, we can still look at the feathers in our cap with the likes of Stephanie Dale Yeasing, Princess Brown, be officiated a FIFA competition as well, and you'd have seen these growth of these young ladies as well, and from the JPL games. You'd have heard fans and even players maybe in the early days not given the same respect, but now demanding the respect of the world.
So
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Stephanie, Princess
Mm-hmm.
and I, we were in Cayman 2013. We were looking at young referees, and from that tournament,
Yeah.
2013, Princess went to the Senior World Cup. From that tournament, she was the biggest star. Armando Villarreal was there. That is a female from Canada. I don't remember her name right now. She worked at the last World Cup. She was there. But Princess was seen as the diamond, the rough, right there and then. And just to go back to my previous point, Danian Parchment. Danian is from Trelawney. Danian drives to Sabina Park, right? He drives to Sabina Park. He's a teacher. He drives to Sabina Park on a Saturday. Does the final. He has to drive back home. No, he drives up. What time does he have to rest, to relax, to ref that game? When the game finished 9:30, 10 in the night, he has to drive back home.
Come back
on
midnight.
a Sunday.
Yeah.
Ready again for JPL. Do some lesson plans. Go to school Monday.
And teach.
Exactly.
Well, Mr. Terrell, I just wanted to ask you this question though, is that have you ever officiated a match where you have somehow, Jamaica would call it Simon Blunder, right, which is a poor decision. It does have an after effect when you go home, especially being around yourself. You know that you have that 15, that 20, that 1 hour, my time, my moment.
Or you meditate.
And those things come at you. What is the feeling, and what are the mechanism you use within yourself in order to be a better referee?
Yes, all officials go through this moment. All officials go through this moment. We all make blunders. And I've always said, the best referees in the world are the referees who make the least or the less mistakes. I have had nights where after I go home, I lie in my bed. I always lie in my back, and I replay the game. It may sound stupid, it may sound weird, but from I get an appointment, I start to plan. I start to plan the colors I'm going to wear. I talk to the other officials on the game, and I try to play the game. Before the game is played, I play the game in my head. If I make a mistake or a blunder that cost one team or the other, I lie on my back and I try to reconsider. What could I have done? What did I do wrong? Was my positioning? Because sometimes, Simon, you're going down the field, there are what is called angles.
Right.
If I'm right here, I can't see the player in front. Punching, tripping, whatever, tackling the player. If I go here, then I'm able to see between both players. So sometimes we are officiating, trying to catch up, because you may be 30 yards away, 25 yards away, trying to catch up around a straight line. But instead of going here, you would have seen that. So when I made the blunders, I tried to recap. What could I have done wrong? What could I have done differently? And in correcting that, my next game, if I'm faced with that same situation, I have to do better. And I can tell you, throughout my 21 years of officiating, I've gotten a lot of respect. A lot of respect.
Absolutely.
I've seen that.
And one of the things that I must say is, first you have to accept you're wrong. Accept you're wrong. If coach asks, coach, I was wrong. I didn't see it. To be honest, coach, I didn't see it. I made a blunder and I'm sorry. They would accept it. Than to try to justify what you did. We all make mistakes. It was a handball, no handball.
we're
Coach,
human.
I'm sorry. A bad angle, I never see it, coach. So I try to reflect, I try to look back, and I cannot recall making the same mistake in another game. If you have done that, you did not learn.
Right.
So that is one of the things I do. After making that mistake, any good referee, trust me, he left a bitter taste in your mouth, and for days you can't function properly.
Yeah.
So, coach, you said 21 years, right? You've been officiating. Is there any particular goal you are officiating that match and you are in wow? Up to today, sometime it flows back to see that a wonderful goal.
Yeah, there are so many. Trust me, so many.
Locally and internationally.
Yeah. Locally, wow. I remember doing a game with what's his name?
Yeah.
He plays for Georges. He playing in Canada now.
Alex Marshall?
Alex Marshall.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember doing a game down by Georges, a TV game.
Yeah.
He picked up the ball from half line, backwards turn, dribble pass about 4 or 5 players.
Yeah.
And I was right there with the play. Beat the goalkeeper, and he kicked the ball in the goal. And then he went to his mom and celebrated. I'm like, wow. Your mom was there with you right through. That touched me.
Yeah.
One of the reasons right now while I'm still officiating
Yeah.
is because of my son. I have 2 sons. My eldest son is 6.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, Daddy, I don't remember you reffing. Because when I was like in the Premier League, like 3-4 years ago, his mom used to let him watch me at night when I'm doing the Monday night games. But he cannot recall. It's like I've been to the US, he cannot remember being on the plane or being at Disney. So I said, I'm going to go back and do some JPL games for him to see me. I said, that is your dad.
Wow.
You know, Mr. Terrell, I've been watching the Red Stripe Premier League and the JPL, and to really commend you, I've been at the Hunter the Spalding Sports Complex on a Monday night game with Arnett Garden versus Waterhouse, and you know that the rivalry, and to see that how you officiated the game, right? The man management you have, and even though Arnett Garden came out as a victor, right, at the game, it was well done, because what you do, you try to hush the conflict on the pitch. You understand me? You try to balance everything and let yourself and the fans, right, see a beautiful game intact, and that I really wanted to commend you about, right? And I think you is one of the best referee I've seen in the Highlands so far. But this question I'm going to throw at you is that, do you think Jamaica is far away for the introduction of VAR in our JPL?
I want to say thank you for the commendation. It is really, really,
that's true,
heartfelt. I'll get back to your second question. I try to do my best each time I step on the field. And as I always tell people, I see the game from 3 different angles. I think that is what sets me apart from everybody. 3 different angles. As a coach, as a teacher, and as a referee. Now, to the VAR question, you need at least 23 cameras. That's for one. Referees need to be trained in VAR, plus the knowledge of the game and how to apply it. All right? I could give a penalty that is Team A, they lead in 3-0. If it was 1-1, that could have not been a penalty. I don't know if you may understand.
Yes, I
but
understand.
refereeing landscape, you will understand. The game is so tight, this 1-1 may show somebody a winner. While if it was 3-0 and you gave this penalty, it could be 3-1. It may not make sense right now, but watching the game, the temperature of the game, the man management of the game, you may understand why. And to have VAR, it will take a lot of money. I can
and
tell
also
you.
for the facilities for each stadium.
Yes. It will only be done at certain facilities. Maybe Sabina, maybe not Stadium East. Stadium East don't have the facility.
Regular
Anthony's
stadium.
Right, Anthony, right. You need something with venue, with coverage, just in case it rains, stuff like that. Remember, you need that area for the official to go and look and see. And it's okay, I've seen it, 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes now, I'm going to make a decision. But I don't think we're anywhere close. In CONCACAF, yes. In the bigger countries, Mexico, US,
Canada,
right, Costa Rica, yes. But in the Caribbean, I don't think Jamaica would be the first.
Still some time to go. But yeah, Coach, I want to say as well publicly, thank you for giving me my debut. I know you hear me call him Coach so often, you know. So Coach gave me my debut at 14 in the under-19 competition back in 2008 as well. And you know, saw a lot of kids come through at Hillel Academy as well. How proud are you to see the progress of some of them that have gone on to play professionally, like a Justin McMaster, who you saw at Hillel as well. Luca Levy has gone on to be a national player as well. Some that have gone on, that were under your wings at one point. Yeah.
Yes, I'm very, very, very proud. A coach would be so proud and elated to see somebody who have coached from a tender age of 9, 10, 11 or assisted in coaching.
Right.
Coach Fabian needs to take a lot of commendation for that. Luca Levy, I was the assistant coach when Coach Bennett was coaching him at Hillel. He played prep school football. He went on to play for Harborview, played for Jamaica. Luca Levy as well. Luca Levy was in Cayman with us in 2013. Luca Levy and Khalil Dabdou.
Right.
They both played for Jamaica under 15. Got invited for Jamaica under 17. When I went to Minnesota in the summer to do USA Cup, I texted Justin. I went to the stadium and I watched him. I watched his games, and it is, trust me, I took the pictures and I sent it to Coach Fabian, and trust me, I got goosebumps. See Justin playing for Jamaica and scoring that goal. Trust me, I feel so good.
Yeah, quite
some wonderful
moment.
production from Hillel Academy, indeed, right?
Our own Simon Preston. Simon came to Hillel from he was in kindergarten right through. And I must say this publicly. From being at Hillel 2004, 18 years, Simon is the most dedicated student I've ever seen. Dedicated as in football. After school, his schoolwork and football. Simon would come to the sports department every day and say, Coach, can I get the balls? After training, Simon would be there, help coach to pack up the cones and carry the ball bag to the storeroom. Everybody has take their boots, they jump in their parents' car and they gone home.
So
I admire that from him.
It's indeed the passion, right?
Yes, trust me, it's a passion for the game.
Much appreciated. Thanks very much. I really, really appreciate that for sure. And Coach, thank you very much for being here. Really, really appreciate it, And I know tomorrow the team that you supported growing up will be in action, so you're looking forward to a good result.
The same team as well.
Brazil.
Yeah, good chance if you'll come in from the 2002 side, a lot of comparisons and similarities, your thoughts on the Brazilian.
Ronaldinho is my favorite player of all time. Nobody but Ronaldinho. I had opportunity of seeing him. My phone wasn't working at the time, but trust me, I regret that moment. I've seen him live in the USA. I think they were playing the Champions. They have a tournament they play in the summer.
Right.
He was playing for AC Milan.
We was playing for
AC.
No, he was Barcelona at the time.
No, it was AC
Milan. They was playing against QR Americas. Yes,
I don't remember the name of that tournament in the summer. But I went there, got a ticket, and I saw him. Oh my God! Just to see Ronaldinho warm up is like the football match for me. Trust me, any team that he goes to, I will support. Ronaldinho is playing, my eyes glued to the TV. But to compare that team to this team, I think the biggest threat they have is Neymar. One, when he plays good, Brazil plays good. But when he doesn't play good, what he does is keep the ball a lot. But if he has a very high football IQ like a Messi, he will know that if 2 or 3 players are drawn to him, he could dish the ball, he could pass the ball.
Yes.
But he tends to hold on to the ball a lot.
And that really goes to his injuries as well.
Exactly. He was the most fouled player when the World Cup was held in Brazil. Correct.
And also he has been consecutively the most fouled players from in 2014, 2018 and now.
Right. So I'm really hoping they can go to the final, but I'm not sure they can make it to the semi without Neymar. Believe it or not, when you match up the teams without Neymar, they are same level. But if you should put Neymar in that mix, trust me, a lot of persons don't like him, his style, but he's the game changer for Brazil.
All right, let's see. All the best to what the Brazilians will have to show against South Korea tomorrow. Thank you to Coach Carl Terrell, referee Carl Terrell, for being with us, and also Romario Stevens as well, Brazilian fan. Folks, thanks very much for tuning in. Join us again tomorrow morning for the pre-game show, Japan versus Croatia. That comes your way at 9 o'clock. 2 matches tomorrow. At 10 o'clock, it's Japan-Croatia, and at 2 o'clock, it is Brazil versus South Korea. Until tomorrow morning, have a pleasant evening, and join us again at 9 o'clock tomorrow. Take care.
Eight 7 6 stream. Bless up.